Bonsai, I am the Cobra Kai Kid, and we have a very special live stream for you guys. I am joined by a very special guest, the one and only Christian Crow.
What's up, guys?
Christian? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Drew. This is pretty insane to be here talking to you after watching you with so many others over the last 5 years. I'm a little bit nervous. It's the very first time on my live stream. I'm sitting here in my little apartment in Denmark. It is 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm on vacation, and I am so here for it. So thank you so much for having me on, man, truly.
Of course. Thank you for being on. I know this was a last-minute planned thing, but oh my goodness, like, yeah, a lot's going on, but we had to do this. And for everyone watching out there, this is going to be a live stream worth tuning into, you know, especially.
Oh, dude, you're hyping this up so much, man. Oh my God.
It's like, yeah, I know.
I really
no pressure.
People like this. No pressure.
No, but sure. Dude, I wouldn't be hyping it up if I didn't think people would like it. I really think it's gonna land well.
Hope so.
So thank you to everybody on the Cobra Kai Kid YouTube channel, on X, all for joining.
Oh my God,
we're super excited to have you here. So Christian, I mean, just to give a little backstory, well, you know how we met. We're not met, but like how I discovered you, because this is our first time talking over like any sort of face-to-face Zoom StreamYard. But written never talked. But you know, I've seen your videos. You've done like fan edits, and you've submitted for my Cobra Kai contests, and like I just remember like, damn, this guy's good. And then like on your YouTube page, I know you don't do like YouTube as like a regular thing, but you have a lot of really cool edits. You have Cobra Kai, you have Spider-Man, like, dude.
Can I just add to that?
Yeah.
Yes, I am not at all consistent on YouTube, which is why you have never heard me say, nor will you ever hear me say, please subscribe to my channel. Because that comes with a responsibility. And you absolutely should say that stuff. Like building a serious channel, you can call, watch party, all you guys, but it comes with a responsibility, and you've been consistent. I haven't, and I don't upload videos all that much. But what I can say, if you see a video of mine that is related to Karate Kid or Cobra Kai, and you're a fan of this stuff, you better be sure there's a damn reason why I made that video. But I don't like saying to people, subscribe to my channel, because I don't want to waste people's time. I haven't posted anything in a year and a half. So this is the first time since then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they should still go check it out. And like, you know,
sure.
I really think people will enjoy the stuff. And
God, I hope so, man. God, especially today. So
yeah. And this video, wow. Do you want to talk about, because we're here for a specific video that you did with the final season of Cobra Kai coming out. You created this project. Can you tell everybody what it is? This is the first time you're even announcing this, right? Did anybody know that you were doing this?
No. There are a couple devoted fans. Unbelievable. They still think that I'm relevant after having not posted anything in a year and a half. But there are a few that have written to me. Hello, Joanne and Kathleen. I need to give them a shout out. They've been so sweet, constantly saying, when are you going to post something new? And I say, pretty soon. And then the strikes happened and everything, and it just kept being delayed. So they were Ken Cole and those two were actually, I think, the only ones who knew that I was working on something. And I think the final goal was just to get it out there before the official trailer, and ahead of the 40th anniversary, which is on the 22nd. So that's coming up soon. So no doubt there's a new official trailer right around the corner. Yeah. I'm so glad we got to do this before then. So
yeah. It is funny. I know the feeling, because I think it was my Cobra Kai recreation. And even other projects that I've done where it was like, I was terrified, because, you know, I'd spent so long working on it. I was terrified that
recreation from episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so dope, man.
Oh, dude,
so
thank
dope.
you.
So
thank
dope.
you.
I've watched it like 2 times at least.
Oh man, thank you. I
So
appreciate that. But like I was so scared when
yeah,
releasing it that like the official trailer for season 3 was going to come out and then like
yeah,
nobody would watch my thing cuz the trailer and it's like
yeah.
it's like so I'm glad we're doing this now. Hopefully a trailer doesn't drop in the next hour or two. I think we'll be
Listen,
fine.
I don't want to sound selfish, but just please, like a day or two more, that would be great.
Yeah. How
So yeah,
selfish. No, no, no. It's
yeah,
perfectly understandable.
dude.
I think we're in the clear. So, yeah, so please tell us about this project and what it is, what inspired you to do it.
You
Take
got
it
it.
away.
First of all, and I hope, can I say this? The other thing, not the video.
Yeah, say whatever you want to say. Yeah.
See, what Drew didn't mention in his announcement on Twitter and Instagram is that I have also created 40 fan posters. I
Yeah.
said 40 for the 40th anniversary. So it was just fitting. And I think I got the whole family, at least like 97% of the way. So we're also going to go through them and talk about them. And I think our plan is to cap off with the video at the end, right?
Oh,
And after that, I'm going to publish the video on my own YouTube channel, but only after the stream. And then I'm going to put up the posters on X. And if that does not work, Peter from the Cobra Kai Companion Group has promised to help me put them up on his Facebook group. But we'll see.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was the posters. That was that was what you didn't know. The video is that I knew I had to do something for the 40th, and I don't get inspired all that often. But when I do, it's like, Inception. I can't leave it alone. And I knew I wanted to do a special thing for the 40th anniversary of the Karate Kid. Karate Kid was one of the very first movies I saw as a child. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional seriously talking about this right now. It's one of the first movies I ever saw as a little kid with my mom and my big brother. And I remember it so vividly. And just with a few I was like 5 and I still got to see it. And only with a few helpful lines from my mom, I understood everything. Thank you, dude. I didn't ask you to, but thank you so much.
Now everyone's gonna do it now that you
But listen, it's one of the best memories I have of that movie as a child. And the video is basically using the Big Three's announcement letter that they put out early last year, announcing that season 6 would be their final.
Brilliant.
That's why it's so bittersweet. And I used that announcement letter as sort of a blueprint to build my entire video around. And then I narrated the letter myself and built a video around it. But that's not all I'm doing. But I think I'll just leave that for people to see at the end of that video. So it's basically just a video reflecting on the history, being appreciative, taking us through some emotions, I would say, and appreciating what we've got. And 40 years, Drew, of the Miyagi-verse. Oh my God. And now we're about to cap it off with one final season that I have no doubt will put a very fine bow on what began 40 years ago. So that's basically my intention with the video. And it's for everyone. It's for the fans. It's for the entire team. It's all love. So yeah, that's what inspired me.
Very well said. Very well said. And I do think we should start with the video because I know
You
people are
do?
probably I think we should start with the video and then
Okay.
we'll go through
This
the
is your
posters.
stream, man.
How do you feel about that? You want to do that?
No. Awesome. Let's do it. If anything F's up, guys, it's Drew's fault. I have sent it to him in uncompromised quality, and he has it on his side, putting it up with audio. Dude, take it away.
Yeah. Well,
let's just do this, and we can talk afterwards.
for sure. Well, is there any you said headphones? You recommend headphones for this?
Yeah, it sounds
If
like
people
such a thing. If
No.
people have them
Yeah.
at hand, I'm not talking you to run around your house for them, but if you have
Go.
if you have earphones at hand, guys, I strongly recommend you put them in now because the sound mix, tell me if I'm exaggerating, Drew, the sound mix really does do a lot. And the sound from your tin can phone, I'm sorry, it sucks. So if you have any kind of earphones, that helps. But it's just a,
No,
request,
it's a
friendly
good request. It changes the experience. So figure
it's really all about the images and the audio. It's like in a movie, sound mix and images goes together well. And
for sure, for sure. And speaking of Peter from Cobra Kai Companion, Watch on the big screen. Appreciate the work. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Peter, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
definitely. Thanks for
Yeah,
being here.
I should say if some say that how would Peter know? Well, Peter is among the few that have put in so much work for the community over the years, and he has so many insane interviews with everybody, just like Drew has. There are a few selected people that I sent it to ahead of time. And Peter was one of them. That's why he's probably saying maybe you should watch it on a big screen. But listen, guys, if you're on a computer, that's fine. If you're on your iPhone, that's fine. But earphones, guys, if you have them.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. So we're gonna watch it.
Yep.
I'm really excited for people to see it. I'll because I saw it. When did you share it with me? Yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago.
Oh man, it's been so fast.
It was like
We've worked so fast.
Yeah. It just
Yeah.
all happened so quick. It was like 2 days ago, but I was touched.
Oh my God, guys. I wish you could see the videos that Drew sent me right after having seen it. Like, he's not messing around. I was like, he said he shed a little tear. And I shed a tear just hearing and seeing his videos. It was so surreal.
Yeah,
So,
I did tear up because I wasn't expecting it. This is a very beautiful culmination of 40 years of
truly
you know,
old and new.
Old and new. It really, and I mean, you might see a familiar face in the video, which caught me off guard. So
you didn't know it? Oh my God, maybe I didn't mention. Oh God, by the way, you have a cameo. Sorry.
I know. I didn't even know that. That's
I honestly did not think anyone would mind, because of the way it's presented.
No, dude, it's cool. It's cool. It's really good. Okay. Without further ado, we're gonna present it and then we'll talk about it after. So this is the first time ever that we're showing this. This is all like I am literally presenting this, but like I'm hitting a button. I'm hitting present, but Christian created this whole thing and it's gonna be on his channel afterwards. So we're gonna, after the video, we'll tell you guys how to watch it. So we'll watch it here, but then it's gonna be on his stuff forever, until the internet explodes. So until then, it'll be on Christian's channel, but we're gonna watch it for it right now. It's gonna premiere to over 168 people for the very first time. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Have you pulled up the volume stuff on your end for the video?
Everything's up. So
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah. Yeah, keep an eye on those comments and watch what they say as the video plays. So
or afterwards. I mean, it's up to them.
Yeah. So I guess it's just one question.
Are
we ready? Oh,
yeah. You're ready. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
We're ready.
Guys, maybe hold off with the comments until after, just because I don't think we're going to play it in full screen again. So maybe people want to watch it and write comments afterwards. But that's up to you guys. It moves quickly at places. So yeah, I'm ready.
Good point. Very good point. Very good point. Yes. Take it all in. Okay. Without further ado, present it. What do we got here? Present it.
Presented by the Cobra Kai Kid. Here is
Christian Crow.
And Christian Crow.
The end.
The end
of a legacy. Here we go. Enjoy, everybody. Okay.
Full screen.
And that moment is now.
When Daniel LaRusso arrived in the valley with his mother in 1984, little did he know that his life was about to be forever changed.
You're telling me.
The same went for 3 young kids from New Jersey who hadn't yet met one another.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I mean, we both know you can kick my face in, so why do you still bother?
Daniel's journey from bully teen to underdog hero became an indelible part of our childhoods, and something that we would always carry with us in our hearts. reacquainting the world with the Karate Kid universe has been our humble honor. Making Cobra Kai has allowed us to join the same hallowed dojo once inhabited by the great Robert Mark Kamen, John Avildsen, Jerry Weintraub, and all the amazing original cast members. It has also enabled us to play Sensei, expanding the original storylines and birthing a new generation of underdogs. We've never once taken this opportunity for granted. Our day one goal with Cobra Kai has always been to end it on our terms.
Yes, that's right.
Leaving the valley in the time and place we've always imagined. So it is with immense pride and thankfulness that we are able to announce that achievement. The upcoming Season 6 will mark the conclusion of Cobra Kai. While this may be a bittersweet day for the fandom, the Miyagi-verse has never been stronger. This fandom is the best on the planet.
Yeah, we're excited to talk about Cobra Kai.
We hope to be telling more Karate Kid stories with you down the line. In the meantime, strap in for the biggest season of Cobra Kai yet.
Called the Sekai Taika, the biggest tournament in the world.
We've been fighting so long. Let's finish this together.
All of us.
If karate means defend honor, defend life, karate means something. Fighting not good, but if must fight, win.
So let me ask you, you have one more fight left in you?
Time to get back in the game.
Cobra Kai is back. Everything I do is for the future.
This was a fan-made video. Head over to X, Twitter, and search for me, Christian Crow, at Crow Music, to discover my Season 6 concept posters, all 40 of them. The poster series is too a part of this whole thing, and if you read the bottom info on one of the posters, same info on them all except for individual poster numbers, you'll fully understand what this is all about, and you'll also see it leads you straight back to here, as it's meant to. Thank you so much for watching.
Can I ask you something, Drew?
Yeah.
Did that look good on your end?
It was a little laggy. Was it?
Yeah, it was for me too. Very much so. But that
Okay.
I don't think it's just your problem at all. I think it's got something to do with internet speed.
It's yeah. When you like sharing those videos is always tough because of the speed and a lot of the fast cuts and stuff. So
Guys, that might have been very different for some of you. I think it was even worse for me because I'm on Wi-Fi and such. But
okay, for me, I was able to see it I don't know how it was for you, but it was not. It was pretty
It
good.
was
for
very
me.
bad for me. Good.
It was very bad.
It was very bad for me. But
Okay.
that's my internet speed and stuff.
Okay.
I don't think.
No, I think
So
I think it was okay on my end.
Good.
I hope everybody like. I hope it was okay. And if
because when we saw it before, you know, the stream started, when we just tested it, it looked
Yeah.
like so crisp. But
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
I hope it was okay for people. If not, it will be up soon enough.
it'll be up on the channel, so you'll be able to watch it fully.
Yes.
Fully. Like, let me
So, but I'm interested to see from any who saw it if it was okay for them. Or
I got super fast internet and it played fine for me. It was good. It was
Okay,
great.
good.
Okay.
Good, because it is mastered in 4K.
Good.
As I
Good.
sent it. But if it's
Okay.
okay for you guys, yeah.
It was good. Okay, good. Yeah,
Good.
I'm glad.
It might be a little bit different for people, but still, I
Yeah.
think we kind of got it.
Yeah. No, I'm watching the stream back. It was good. It was good. There's a tad bit
Yeah.
of a little lag, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
When I put it up officially on the YouTube channel after this, there will be none of that. But of course, with these live streams, you never quite know.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even want to say anything right now because I just really need to pull up these comments. I think we got to respond to these comments because nobody was commenting during. Everybody was watching. Let's just Fly Rock Media says nice song choice for the score. All of us. I agree. I think
Is that what it's called? Oh, right. I think I actually forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really felt like that just was the perfect.
Best choice. Best choice. That's my favorite theme of the whole the Miyagi-Do theme.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, man.
Like that makes me cry. So like that's like music, by the way, key. If you had chosen like Quiver, it would have been cool, but it might not have got the tears out of me.
It doesn't give the emotions, right?
Yeah, that song, the Miyagi-Do theme, combined with the visuals, that made me cry, bro.
Yeah,
so
when
good.
that song melody played at the end of episode 6, it must have been, where they all rally behind Daniel. Oh my God! I mean, when that song plays there, and he says "all of us," and they go out in the Miyagi Garden, and everybody is there. Even Amanda bows to her husband. Everybody's there the first time we truly see them all together. Those who have been rivals in seasons 1 and 2, and just Daniel fully just gaining back the confidence to do this with everybody together. That I cried so much. That may sound corny, but when I saw it the first time, I think it was like the billionth time I said, I cannot believe how good this is.
Dude, it's not corny at all.
Oh, by the way, check this out, guys.
Nice.
I just needed to show that to guys, the people. So
look at that. Look at that. Sarah Lawson.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Roundtable. This is awesome.
Yeah. It's guys, I'm so happy. Listen, there has been again, it's going to be on my channel in 4K, so don't worry. But
yeah, I think it came out good for me because I think if you have like
maybe it came out good enough for most people.
Yeah,
just can't tell, right?
Yeah,
I can't wait either.
But when people watch it on the channel in its full quality, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good.
It was fine here. I think people they get the feel, hopefully.
Sure.
Yeah, dude, I'm so freaking hyped.
This must be big for you. I mean, you've been working on this for over a year now. You're finally.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Melissa. Truly. Listen, why are you not making the actual trailer? I don't know. I mean, Netflix hasn't hired me.
Dude.
Maybe they should consider hiring somebody like Let's Be Water 2 for the poster stuff and such.
Well, look at the next comment. Roundtable says Netflix should hire Christian for the marketing. Why are you not making an actual trailer? I mean, dude, if you're gonna get a compliment,
the guys,
that's the compliment, you know.
Listen, again, yes, I have been working on this for very long, and there were times where I legitimately questioned whether it was worth the time and effort, because also so many have not seen many of my videos on. Listen, I don't even care about views. I just want the right fans to see it and comment on it. But listen, I have never asked people to like a video, never. And maybe I should have, because that kind of helps the algorithm. I've never thought about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that I question my own my own talent as an editor of these things, not at all. But yeah, maybe I should have asked people. Listen, I've never said this, guys. I'm going to say it now. If you feel it's worth it, and maybe when you rewatch it again on the channel, should you feel it's worth it, and we should celebrate these 40 years, for heaven's sake, please like and share the video. I'm not asking you to subscribe to my channel, but perhaps maybe like and share it if
That's a fair request, man. That's a fair request.
Not ordering anybody. You should do this out of your free will if you felt it's worth it.
And it costs $0.
True. True.
You know,
so
what time are you posting it on your channel?
I would really like to just right after this stream just hit publish, because
Oh,
I've already uploaded. It's just hidden. So I just
Okay.
need to say publish and then it's up. But then of course, if somebody who didn't see it here, they see the video, then they will probably see at the end. If you want to see my posters, head over to X, and those posters might take a little bit more time for me to find a place to upload. If it doesn't work correctly on X, then I will have, still on my account on X, probably have a redirected link somewhere where the posters will be shown. And I think Peter from Cobra Kai Companion might be able to help me if that's the case.
Yeah. And if
But
you
I'm just
share
gonna-
them,
I'm-
I'll
I'm-
reshare them. I'll repost it on your
Thank you.
from your account.
I'm just gonna post the video as soon as we're done here, and if people ask about the posters, then I just know there's a demand. But I will work quickly on that as well to get it all up.
They're gonna want the posters.
I
They're
hope
gonna
so.
they're gonna want it after when they see it. They're gonna
Because
want
guys, this video took a little time, but when
Yeah.
I'm talking a year, guys, it's not constantly a year. It's in between
Yeah.
my daily life.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
It's
for
in
sure.
between my daily life, you know,
For sure.
and weekend hours, night hours, when I wanted to kind of just be in my own little space. I love working on that stuff. And of course, when the strikes happened back in 23, I just quickly knew that we weren't in any kind of hurry. And that's why I really took my time with this entire thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And it's when I my recreation took over a year, but
that's insane.
But like at the same time, though, it didn't really take over a year because I wasn't working on it every day. Like I think maybe like there were like periods where like I skipped a month or a few months, but it is still a long period of time where it's on your mind, where you are, you know, thinking about it. And I mean, I understand the thought process of trust me, I get it. Like, is it worth it? Because when you're doing one thing for so long, it's like
you kind of get also a little bit tired of it in the end, don't you? Like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's spending so much time.
Skepticism, but this must feel good, bro. You should
It
feel
does now.
proud because it's like
it does now. It does now.
Domination.
And also reaping some nice comments, guys. That is what makes me feel like, okay, this was worth it. Now it's landing. I haven't shared it with anybody except a few selected people until today, right? So to finally be able to release it, and the Cobra Kai Kid here being so nice to let me use his channel as sort of a gateway to get it out, I am so honored, and I thank you so much, truly.
I'm honored to have you on. Look, I think, I'm grateful to have any sort of platform. Nice.
Yeah.
Just casually flexing.
I also have my bonsai tree, guys. I'm not all Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
But it is a badass name for a dojo.
It is. Yeah, I'm grateful to have any sort of platform. Like, just the fact that we have all these people on here. If someone does something cool, I want to share it. And
Dude, I'm so glad.
When someone does something cool, I'll share it on Instagram or Twitter. But I mean, you did something freaking phenomenal that deserved a YouTube live stream. Like, yeah,
I'm so happy, man. And can I say another thing?
Yeah,
I need to add this. I am not earning a dime on anything I post on my YouTube channel. It's just a great platform for me to put up my creatives videos when I have them. It's never been about any of that. And I think you can trust that, because had I set up my site to earn anything from this, also I'm using Zach and Leo's music. I don't like, actually counting to earn anything from, it's not mine, but I'm using it in the best spirit and honoring all of it in the best way. So in that way, I kind of feel like, and I bought the music on iTunes. It's not just me downloading it from YouTube and shoving it in. I bought it and then I used it, but I'm not earning a dime on this. If I had, I think most of my videos would have been taken down, because I'm using so much shit that isn't actually, mine music and video. So I think some red dots would have gone off in the YouTube headquarters if they said, this guy's trying to profit off of something here. And, because of rights and stuff. It's just a theory, but I've never signed up to earn anything. But I love the platform for kind of stuff like this.
Yeah. I mean, you did it because you love the show, and it shows. I think it's very clear. You have a very amazing understanding of the show through this video, because you were able to capture all this footage. You didn't just shove a bunch of cool stuff. There was a story. The clips that you used were impressive. The music, everything was intentional, is what I got. And
I'm glad you spotted that.
We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down and talk. I want to hear your thought process, but like just a few more.
You can ask all the questions you want. Hey, Strike First Media. I sent it to him as well. I don't think he's downloaded the file yet, or maybe he hadn't seen it. And honestly, maybe I should have asked. Maybe I should have asked you guys if do you mind that I put you in as a cameo? But somehow I have a feeling you don't mind.
I don't think they'll mind.
Otherwise, of course, I wouldn't post it officially if you really had a problem with it. But it's all love. It's really all love. Yeah.
No, I that was a very nice surprise seeing myself in there with Shamoon on one of our...
I really thought you knew that I would put you in. Didn't I never mention? No, I didn't.
I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. It's just because I get you and Ken Cole mixed up sometimes.
Or maybe, well, you know what? Maybe you did. Maybe you did early on, because you mentioned this to me a while ago.
Maybe honestly, like a year ago, before the goddamn strike happened. And I said, I'm working on this thing and it's coming out soon. Can I put in? Yeah, I did. I still have the emails.
I remember that.
Then the strikes happened, and it's been like a year, over a year.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
dude. No, it's great. Look, we all these awesome comments. Amazing work. That was awesome.
Thank you guys. Thanks to all of you. Seriously, that's what makes it worth it for me now. It really is a release.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you.
You are the greatest. So impressed. Well done, my friend.
To all of you, thank you so much.
Anyone got any tissues?
Listen. You might not be sopping, all of you, but I like you and a lot of us, if you really are a fan and love this franchise and love Cobra Kai, live and breathe this stuff, and we know it's coming to an end, I think you got to be a little weepy-eyed when you see something like this, like the video. You have to. I mean, you really do. I feel it was really made for the fans and for those feels.
That's beautiful. Oh my God, Megan, thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, really appreciate that. I love these movies growing up. It makes me so happy to see your generation taking to it so seamlessly. You both rock. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Very much. I just need to say that I'm not the next generation. I'm a 41-year-old man. Drew is the next generation. But listen, hey, it fits. We got the older generation, and we got the younger generation. This is perfect. So.
And then you have like the 5-year-olds who are wearing Cobra Kai. So then I'm like above them.
Listen, oh my God, that's all we can talk about this. I know we're going to get into, but that's the big three are not irresponsible with the way that they write the show, even though it is etchy at times. Like, when Miguel said, I didn't get into karate to hurt people. I got into karate to be a badass and find balance. That is the message.
That's a great line.
It's so cool. Like they're not, oh my God. It is such a great show for the younger ones, the teens, the old ones, just adults. It captures so many different age groups. That's not an easy thing to do. It really isn't. So
100%. I mean, dude, there's so many great comments here, and guys, please keep commenting. And
guys, I would pull them up if I could, but Drew is in. Can
you see them? Can you see the comments?
Yeah, I can see the comments when you put them up.
If there's any,
no, I can't see them now. But when you pull something up, a specific comment, I can see it.
On the right side of your screen.
Yeah.
Do you see where it says comments?
I don't see anything right now. And to be totally honest, guys, will this live stream be there forever after we end it? Can I see it back? Good, because can't I then also watch all the comments? Listen, guys, I want to read it all.
I don't know.
See it all.
Sometimes the live chat doesn't replay. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
But my internet sucks right now, and I've set things up the best way I can. I'm afraid to start meddling with stuff.
It doesn't say comments on the right side of your screen. You don't see like a sidebar.
Nope.
Are you
I
in
don't
full
see it.
screen?
Yeah, I'm in full screen.
Oh, go
I
off
do
full
not
screen.
go off full
Yeah.
screen.
I want you to see the comments. So that way, if you want to pull something up.
Okay. Yeah, and then private chat and it says comments. That's what I'm supposed to push.
Now click comments. Do you see them coming in?
Yeah.
Boom.
I see him coming in.
We got the I'm like Lyle the pawn shop guy.
Can I answer a little question?
Dude, if you see any comment,
Talking Star Wars just asked, should we consider watching the next Karate Kid?
Where's that comment?
It was sent at 2:35.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Dude, yes. You absolutely should. Listen, we all know it's not really a good movie, but but listen, I've always said it is not. Hilary Swank sure as heck weren't the problem. The acting was great. The production was fine. I think it is sweet and innocent. I don't think it is treading on the soulful relationship between Miyagi and Daniel. Julie was basically just a teenage brat that Miyagi babysat for a couple of months. And if people seriously are still doubting if Hillary will show up, they've got another thing coming. She's there, man. She's gonna be there. She has an established relationship with Netflix. The big three have talked so much. All we can say is we love Hillary. Yes, you do. and she's gonna be there, man. This is you can say what you want, but it's not gonna be fully complete until Hillary makes an appearance.
For sure.
It just won't. Come on, Miyagi-Do needs a badass female sensei. I mean, we need somebody to straighten Tori out, period.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any Kim Da-eun was our first female sensei.
Yeah, and who's going to fight her in season 6? There's only one. It's Julie. It's Julie.
Hell yeah.
There is no substitute, seriously.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
For sure. Bryce Productions, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Cobra Kai Kid, can you do watch parties for Cobra Kai season 4 and season 5? I do have some ideas of doing some stuff, to count down till season 6. So yeah, we got you covered. And Cobra Kai Never Dies, thank you for the super sticker. It doesn't pop up on StreamYards, but I'll look at it on YouTube. You know, they send like the stickers. Appreciate that. That means a lot. Okay, we're gonna break down this video. I'm so excited, and then everyone can further ask their questions. Cool. Let's.
Can I go full screen again, guys? I just need to look at stuff when Drew explains. Thank you so much for your comments.
Yeah, go full screen.
I will be perusing everything later. I promise.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, the full video is going to be on Christian's channel afterwards, but
yeah, can you see how much is that? Just me? It's completely blurry here. I don't care. I mean, I know the video if it's good enough for others.
It's completely blurry.
Weird.
No.
Yeah, okay, now it became a little better.
I could see it like perfectly.
Yeah, now I can too. But you've seen it on your own and from your computer. There is no lag, nothing at all when you see it.
Yeah. It just might be on your end, but
yeah.
But I mean, right away, dude, I gotta say one of the best things about this is the tribute that you did to. I mean, it's very sad, unfortunately. We have a lot of great people in this Karate Kid universe.
Yep.
But as you said, it's a 40-year franchise, and with that comes age, and we've had some tragic deaths, including Patty Johnson, Fumio Demora, and you referenced some other people. So, I mean, can you talk about including them in this project?
Sure. Yeah. I really wanted to pay tribute to as many that we've kind of lost, and I knew I couldn't put all names, but in the video you see I do tribute to, because it was perfect. Like when the big three said in their announcement letter, and we're so happy to have worked in the same space and with all the original cast members. And then I just, okay, this is a great place to, we're going to come to that, but this is a great place to give tribute to them. No words, just silence and the year of their birth and death. And I couldn't really, because they were talking about the cast, and this isn't really the cast. Patty Johnson, for anybody who should be in doubt, is the trainer. He's also the referee in the Karate Kid movies, in the tournaments. He's the one who trained Ralph Macchio. and the Cobra Kai students separately. They were never trained together. Patty Johnson didn't want Sapka and the other Cobras to see how he trained Daniel, and vice versa. And yes, he died in 23, and so did Fumio Demura, who was Miyagi's stunt double.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if I'm wrong about that, that's so embarrassing. Fumio
right.
Demura was Miyagi's stunt double.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So I thought, because they weren't a part of the cast, I said, that was the perfect people to. I was considering, dedicating it to the fans and the big three, but I said, no, that just fit. This just fits. So I put that in the beginning.
I think this was, I liked how you opened it.
Thank you.
And
yeah, this video started before the strike began, which is absolutely true. And then it went into promotion for over a year, waiting for the right moment to emerge. And that moment is definitely now. Like, we are so close to an official trailer. So I'm so happy we did this today.
And that moment is now.
That moment is now. Seriously, Martin Kove is such a freaking badass.
He's the
so cool
person on the planet.
Yeah, truly.
On the planet, dude. I don't know how old is he? When I'm his age, I want to be that cool. Like,
I mean, he's so awesome.
I want to be that cool. I don't think anyone dude. Jeez.
You know what I loved? I saw the interview you did with the latest one for the movie he did with Susan Gallagher.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I remember he said, like, I'm so sick and tired of playing these tough badass, these tough sons of bitches. I want to play something emotional, right?
Dude, I love that. He's such a sweetheart. I love, like,
yeah, he is. He's like a teddy bear, but you would never know.
I loved talking to him about that movie, like, because you see a real, like, he had a real, like, he loves talking about Kreese, but like with this one, he was really able to smile and be like, I love, like, getting in the emotion, and like, he had a smile. It was like really,
you can see it.
He wants, like, to play those, like, emotional roles. He wants people to see, because in real life, I think, like, what does he say? He says he in a bunch of interviews, including mine, he's like, I'm an emotional guy. I cry at supermarket openings.
That's so funny.
I love him. He's great.
That's so funny. But of course, that also comes with age. Like, he was a villain. He's always been, I think, kind of typecasted as sort of a villain. I know Martin Kove would say that Kreese is misunderstood, and in many ways, he absolutely is. But it comes with age. I guess he was the villain in Rambo 2. He was the villain in Karate Kid. I think he was the villain in another movie with Sapka, actually, a Karate Kid movie. Not all that great, but whatever. Yeah. He's great. He's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Marty. I love
it. Truly. He's so cool. That was basically a thing I put in at the last moment, because initially the video started there 40 years ago, right? So I made that little intro because of the strikes and all the time that has passed. It just fit. So, yeah.
Great. And then black and white 40 years ago. Love it.
It really is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Like, when it's black and white, you understand why it's black and white. And not that you need to be a genius.
Dude, how did you get like, the quality of this is so, like when you guys watched the full video on the channel, how did you do some sort of thing to enhance the quality? Because, like,
no. Listen, I work in such amateur's ways, guys, that you would be pretty mind blown to even realize that I could get these kind of results. I am not a pro. I love editing. I know I have a knack for that, but I am not a pro. I work in iMovie, as I talked with Drew before we went on live. It's a very cheap editing program. It's not like the pro programs at all. I'm just comfortable working at that, but it's pretty limited, but I still get the best out of it. No, I screen cap literally from my iMac stationery scenes from the movie and find them in the best quality that I can. Karate Kid, I have some of it on 4K on my computer, and then I just record screen, and it can't record sound. I just need the images. So I tried to find the best versions of that as much as I could for the video. And that's basically why I think most of it looks pretty damn good.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, I mean, and I love that you shared that you did this on iMovie, because I think it,
you work in that too, right?
I work in that too. And it's like, obviously, the there's other platforms that you could do, but like really, it's like you could work on the easiest of platforms. It's all creativity that makes it.
Yeah, truly.
In the end,
it really is. So yeah, look at these handsome three men.
Beautiful men.
Whom you've also had the pleasure of interviewing. They're so awesome. They are so awesome, and they are not faking it in terms of the way that they interact with their fans. They really are the super fans themselves. And guys, this shouldn't have worked as well as it did. Listen,
yeah, it should.
I think most had their doubts when they saw the first trailer because we didn't really know what kind of feel they were going for. And within the first 3 minutes of that first episode, the flashback to the tournament, and then you flash over to Johnny in his bed. You got beer bottles around him, and the music right there that set everything up. And 2 minutes later, he meets Miguel, and he has that line, "Great, it's more immigrants." And I laughed. I'm sorry, I laughed because oh my God, is that the humor? Not that, but just it has such sharp humor.
Yeah.
It has charming humor. It has the edgy humor, and oh my God, there's so much love. We can talk forever about this, but yes, these three guys have pulled off an incredible feat. And I am so sorry, but Disney Star Wars should be embarrassed. They should be so freaking embarrassed. And Cobra Kai is definitely among the like the top example of how you handle a beloved franchise and pull in a new generation. Look, I think Kevin Smith said this at Comic-Con at one point. He looked, they had a panel, and he looked at the younger generation, Tanner and Mary and Sholo, and they had Sapka and Ralph in front. And he said, he looked at the kids and he said, when this show started, I came for them. And then he pointed at Sapka and Ralph, and he said, I came for their story. And then he said, I stay for your story. And that was so beautiful. Like I didn't know that I would care about all these young kids, man. Dude, I grew up with Johnny and Daniel. Show me them. And that even from the first episode, it's like, these new kids are working. This is great. And there is no one expendable in that show. And they mesh so well, old and new. It is such an incredible feat. If it was only the oldies, this show wouldn't be what it is. I mean, they got you on board, and you hadn't even seen the Karate Kid movies before you saw Cobra Kai, right?
Exactly. That's
insane.
So going in, I totally get what you're saying about having that connection to Daniel and Johnny. My connection was with nobody, you know. I
got you hooked.
But my connection was with nobody. But meanwhile, Johnny Lawrence, I mean, Miguel's my favorite, but still, like, Miguel's my favorite, but I still think Johnny is the best character of the show. And, you know, just because, like, I didn't even grow up with Karate Kid, and Johnny was the best character because of just how well he was written. It wasn't because, oh, he was from the original movie. Like, I mean, and you said this show shouldn't have worked, and
we love that it works. It's just a saying, right? Sorry, I interrupted.
No. I think it's I get what you're saying. Like, you said it. I don't mean that in like a bad way. It's like you're right. It's like because it's so like unique. This doesn't happen. I don't know.
This just doesn't happen like this. Listen, there is many shows out there that are kind of similar in tone. There is only one Cobra Kai. Yeah. You can't find another Karate Kid, a karate like series out there. Even Stranger Things, as much as I also love that show, that sort of genre show, you know, the horror and sci-fi, there is a lot of them in the past. Like, there's only one Cobra Kai. It is so unique.
Yeah.
It has the heart. It has the funny bones. It has the characters. The writing is insanely good. Every weak character that has ever graced, I'm talking about, listen, people can think what they want now, but you know, Mike Barnes and Terry Silver were pretty harshly criticized when Karate Kid Part 3 came out in '89. And even in Cobra Kai episode 7 or 8, you realize, oh my God, they are not disregarding Karate Kid 3. They are embracing everything. And when they brought in Terry Silver, who had not done jack since I think Karate Kid 3, and he's like, it feels like Oscar level performance to me. He is so freaking good. That dude came out of retirement. They built such a great story around him. This shouldn't have worked, guys. It's insane. It's insane. And that's the same with every character, old and new. It is insane. It's so good.
100%.
So if you don't think they're going to be able to do the same for Julie Pierce, you have not been paying attention. Because she's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Deleted scene here. Great
touch.
touch.
And and I felt that was great. So I listened to the announcement letter and I read through it. Said, okay, what images can I use to make my puzzle? And sometimes after I've laid a puzzle, I think, okay, I see this works, but there is something better that conveys what I want to convey here instead of what I put in initially. And when I read that line, Daniel's story from bullied teen to underdog hero, I knew I wanted that deleted scene right there. I knew I wanted that. And then the transition to Johnny, you're all right, LaRusso, giving him the trophy. It was perfect.
Yeah. And it's on YouTube if you guys want to check out these Karate Kid deleted scenes.
I think the entire movie, the rehearsal of it, is also on YouTube.
It is, with some really
and all of these deleted scenes are there on YouTube. Yeah.
You're all right, LaRusso. You're all right.
It's so good, this movie. I love it. It hasn't missed a beat. It's so great for so many reasons. And
34 years later. Nice. Great transition.
And I loved using like a little green screen flowing like leaves there because it fits with the leaves on the ground when you transition to Daniel at the cemetery. And it also like conveys time passing. 34 years has passed.
I just noticed that with the leaves and that's a great detail.
And when I write 34 years later, I mean that's when we pick up with them in season 1, right? I know it's even longer now, but yeah. Making Cobra Kai has allowed us to join this. Has been an honor. And then you have Kreese like doing the nod to Johnny at the same moment that is said. I love it so much.
So good. Oh my God, what a man, this is.
And of course, he says this has allowed us to join the same hollow ground as, and then they start with, this is embarrassing. I just forgot his name.
Robert Mark Kamen.
Yes, and of course that's in color because that man is still alive, but the rest aren't. That's why we transitioned to black and white.
Yeah, Robert Mark Kamen.
He's so awesome. You interviewed him too, right?
I've interviewed him and I met him in person.
Dude, man, oh my God. Yeah, listen. I followed you everywhere. I may sound like a stalker. You met him when you saw the musical, right?
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.
I'm not BSing, man. I've watched everything you've done.
Dude, look, man, it's been a journey. It's been a journey going, interviewing him, meeting him at the musical. He's a really nice guy. He
really seems cool.
Writer of Karate Kid, writer of Taken.
Rocky.
The Taken movies.
Oh my God. Did he write Rocky or did he just direct Rocky?
No, he
directed Rocky.
No.
Tell me the name again. This is so embarrassing. Mark Kamen. No, oh my God.
No. Rocky was
Yeah. Listen, I know this stuff. I'm having a brain fart. Guys, sorry, it's 3 a.m. I'm having a brain fart. I'm gonna find out.
Oh, John Avildsen directed Rocky.
John Avildsen directed.
Director of Karate Kid directed Rocky.
Yes. And it's the same composer who made the music for Rocky and Karate Kid.
Yes.
And I know this is a well-known fact. I just wanted to put it in for those who might not know that You're the Best Around was initially written for Rocky 3.
Yeah.
And history repeats itself. Nothing repeated itself for Daniel and Karate Kid. That was an all-new story, but it did repeat it was meant for Rocky 3, but somehow they felt
now the song works.
Yeah, now it works.
Now it works. Like when they
I never thought about that.
Kai. Like when they bring it in Cobra Kai and they use the line "History repeats itself." It's like it's gonna work in the original movie, which is like
exactly. And this song, guys, will 1000% be there in season 6. It is time. I remember back in season 4. Yeah, it's not. They've saved this for a reason. They are so patient. They didn't know that they were going to make it to season 6. They didn't know they were going to make it, and still they held back. They could have used it, jumped the gun, and used it in season 1. They didn't. And then I thought it's coming in season 4, the All Valley. Of course, they didn't. And they used, a great cover of "Moment of Truth."
It's the moment of truth.
Yeah. And I remember prior to season 4, I wrote back when it was called Twitter. I wrote something to Hayden. And I said, no, I didn't even write it to him. I just wrote, man, I hope You're the Best Around will blast through my speakers when I see the All Valley of season 4. Then he replied to me on Twitter for everyone to see. I'm paraphrasing. He wrote, trust me, we understand and know the importance of that song. And then I thought, you're going to use it in season 4. That's not what he meant. clearly they knew that they were going for a world tournament.
Yeah.
And they've really held back. They even at season 4, they didn't fully know they would. I mean, Netflix has a habit of canceling shows. That's why I'm saying to those, saying that, oh, it's a shame that it's coming out in 3 parts. Guys, you need to just be thankful that we're getting this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, just savor all of this, guys. This is the final countdown. It's the last time. And they've even stressed that these 3 parts of 5 episodes will be their own little mini season. It will have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's not, of course, it's going to have a cliffhanger, but it will have its own little mini story. Each 3 parts.
I think that's pretty cool, honestly.
That's so awesome.
I'm excited for that.
I have no doubt in what they're doing. So
definitely,
they haven't failed yet. Let's just say that much.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is John Avildsen, who passed away, pretty recently, 2017. The director of the Karate Kid. I mean, this, Kamen was the writer. Avildsen was the director. Great.
So embarrassing. I messed that up. Sorry.
No, dude. And then this is Jerry Weintraub, right?
Yeah.
Who producer of Karate Kid. So like the producer, puts everything together, gets all the people and puts everything. So he passed away in 2015. They both passed away like right before Cobra Kai, like because Cobra Kai came out in 2018.
Oh right, they didn't. Yeah, that's right. They didn't even get a chance to see that.
Yeah, which I mean they would have.
They would have been so proud. The same with Pat Morita. Had he been alive, they would have been. They're watching it from the heavens, guys.
Yeah. Speaking of Pat Morita, Mr. Miyagi, so and then great. What's the actress's name?
This is kind of honestly something with 2 seconds. This is embarrassing. I thought about putting in the names, but because these clips goes by so fast, I felt too cramped with names on top of it. Just put in the years. People will understand.
Nobu McCarthy is Yukie.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Nobu McCarthy is the is
correct. I just pulled it up. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, very, very, very nice tribute. Getting all of them in. And then
I really felt like
Sato.
I needed to get a little
Sato actor name.
His name is Danny Kamikona.
Danny
Kamikona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Man,
and he's so great. The guy they hired to play Sato in a younger version, that flashback.
Yeah.
In season 5, he's really good too. I believed it.
How old was he when he passed away?
Good question. It's actually right there. He was 60. I can see 61.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He died in 96, as said, aged 60. Oh my God. He died on May 2nd. Wasn't that the release of season 2 or something?
That was the release of season 1, I think.
1? Yeah.
Yeah. Rob Garrison.
And this is actually kind of the shocker for me because I was so sure that he was sick during filming.
This was shocking.
Yeah, I was so sure he would have been sick. Like, what are the chances? Oh my God!
No, he got him. He was fine during.
Yeah, he was fine. But would you fault anyone for thinking he was sick and he had such a great sense of humor that he just said, "Just let's put me in a body bag. I know I'm sick. I'm loving doing this." Like, it is so. What's the word? Macabre? No. What's the word? Morbid. Like they put him in a body bag, but they probably wouldn't have done that if they knew he was ill. But didn't he just like die of a pretty insane flu?
Yeah,
or something. It wasn't like cancer or anything.
I don't remember, but it was unexpected. Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like it's kind of funny. Like I can't remember who posted it on X a couple of days ago that both Rob Garrison and what do you say? Can I say the black guy? Is that okay? For American, what is the right term today? I'm sorry, guys.
No, yeah. Wait, I'm just
but somebody on X posted like, he was in Karate Kid and Rob Garrison was in Karate Kid, and both of them were also in Iron Eagle, which is pretty funny.
Oh, he was a student in the dojo, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I don't know his character name.
But Drew, just imagine we have this forever now. Thank God they pulled in the OG Cobras in season 2, because had they waited just one season, it would have been over.
I know.
So
no, great tribute.
Can I ask you another question right now?
Yeah.
It kind of fits with him.
Yeah.
Great. By the way, I edited that photo even further myself.
You did, right?
I put on the logos and removed some stuff in the background.
That's so funny. That's so funny because I remember I've used that picture 1,000 times and I don't remember them wearing Cobra Kai shirts. So that's so funny that you did that. But yeah, did you want to ask me something?
Yeah. I just want to, in terms of, they got every OG Cobra back except for Dutch, and he has said publicly, or they've said in the past that they couldn't get him, so they just wrote that he was in prison. That statement that they wrote once on Twitter and X, that has been taken down a long time ago. They can't find it anymore. What do you think the chances are that they twisted his arm? Not in any kind of Dimitri way, breaking it, but figure of speech, asking, listen, this is the final go around. We need you to make an appearance in season 6. What do you think the chances are that he changed his mind and we're going to see Dutch in any shape or form? Like from 1 to 10, what would you think? Dude, you're allowed to say 0 if you think that's not going to happen.
Well, here's the only thing I can think of if they brought him back, because I think the story is like progressed. I don't like, I think they're busy with the tournament to bring like.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right.
And I think like if they're gonna bring someone back, like Julie would be like the focus. Like I don't know if like.
No, I think you might be right.
I could only see Dutch if Dutch were to come back. I could only see him like kind of appearing at Johnny's wedding. Like
maybe he's just there for like 2 seconds. I mean, honestly,
like he's just there, just sitting there, and then maybe like congrats, bro, or something. Other than that,
you all right, Danielle?
You're all right. I'm gonna give it
just imagine he would come back and say something like that.
No, I'll give it a 4 out of 10, like a 40% chance, because I don't want to say completely no, because you never know, but at the same time, I'm gonna go a little like if 5 is like in the middle, I'll go 4, just so it's like more. I'm leaning on the side of I don't think he's gonna be in it, but scale of 1 to 10, how much would I want him to be in it? 10. Like I would love to see him in it.
But of course, as always, they've always made it make sense. It's
got to make sense. It's got to make sense.
In any kind of capacity that they brought a character back, it's always made sense. It's never just been a filler.
Yeah.
So of course, if he is back, they will find something funny at least for him to appear.
Well, they would have to explain also, because didn't they said like how many years is he supposed to be in jail?
Oh, that I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did they say that? Did they say that specifically?
They did. Dutch, prison, Cobra Kai. They said how many years. Let me see. Let's get the facts. Okay.
If I'm looking down, guys, as I said to Drew, it's because I have notes on my phone with stuff I want. So that's why maybe if I'm looking down, I'm fully here. Don't worry.
I can't find it. Maybe someone in the chat knows. How many years is Dutch was Dutch sentenced?
Did they really say that? I cannot.
They did. Okay. Was it 10 to 20? Oh, when the judge said 5 to 10, he really meant 10 to 20. That was the line.
Okay.
5 to 10 to 20. So like he wouldn't. The only way he would be out is if like something happened, because it's only been like 2 years in terms of the story, Yeah. So, but we'll see.
Oh my God, Drew, we got so much to go through.
I know. Great picture here.
Yeah, and that's basically just because, of course, he says it's also allowed us to play sensei, expanding the original storylines and birthing a new generation of underdogs. And that's where we kind of go into a more upbeat or sort of emotion. Heck, it's all emotional, but you kind of feel like I'm just using the rhythm of the music in the song, and it's so fit when they start to introduce the new kids.
Yeah.
So such a great picture too.
Amazing.
Seriously,
I love the shots here. Great shots.
Thank you. And I even like. Can you pause that?
Yeah.
I even like literally like when that final note hits right before Anthony does this. I meant it to say like that's the needle drop before we go into the next. You can hear with the music. It's like it's a symphony. I really try when he does that. It's like The final little note from that music. So sorry, I'm really nerding this stuff.
No, you're good. Here, I could
Oh.
I'll play it. Yeah. Never forget what we've been given.
Serious. Can I say something? Sholo is, I think every
so
actor
good.
on the show is
so
solid,
good.
and I think they're so great, all of them. I'm not saying this because of Blue Beetle. When I saw season 2, as in years before Blue Beetle, and he has that scene with Tori in the back room where Tori is talking about, some people have it good and others of us needs to fight for every inch of what's ours. That look when he's holding the pillow for Tori to kick, like Sholey's just doing this like little, like he totally understands. And we don't know everything there is to know about his past, about where he comes from and all. Sholo is so freaking good at emoting through his face. Like I'm an aspiring actor also myself here in Little Denmark. He is so goddamn good. That's when I knew this. I think he's going to be a superstar. I'm not saying the others don't have it in them, but I knew from that
He's going to be a
moment,
superstar, yeah.
Sholo is so freaking good. Like in season 5, when he realizes his dad ain't all sunshine and roses, like when he lays down the gun, the way that Sholo looks down at the gun, like the disappointment and the realization that his father is every bit as bad as his mother had warned him about. Sholo starts to look up at his dad, but his eyes doesn't quite follow for like it's still on the gun. It is so subtle. And then he looks up and he's so disappointed. And then he goes outside, breaking down to his mom. He is so good. He is such a great actor.
Yeah. Well, even like this scene in particular.
Yes. Like you can see the subtle tears there, right?
Dude. I mean, this is one of my favorite scenes where you literally have he's like, what is it? He's
They're actually talking about the relationships, right? And he's
the relationship. There's some things I don't want to change, and Johnny's like what? And then he's like you being my sensei.
Yeah, it's so cute, and you can just see it. Everything swelling up in him. Like, oh my God! Listen, it has so much heart and so much emotion, and it's got. Yeah, I've said that. I'm repeating. It's insane. It's such a great show on every. It's not just a comedy show. It has that in spades. It is so much more, really, and it has all the drama too. Yeah, it's amazing.
Definitely.
That's the kind of stuff that sticks, Drew. Like I love the fighting, but the fighting is still the icing on top. The fighting would not work if the stories and characters did not work. That would go stale. The fighting. That's how you end up with the Transformers 5. If you only have the action, you don't have the story, the characters, or anything. They never ever lacked on the characters, their development, and the heartbeat of the show. That's why the fighting is still awesome. There is no fight that is expendable. Everything has meaning. It's all intertwined with the characters. There's a reason for everybody fighting. It's not easy. It's not easy to make all that go up into a higher order with the story you want to tell.
100%. We got more great acting here from Mary.
Yep.
From Ralph.
You can do a lot with the title card. Like, never remember what we've been given. That's basically for the fans. And then I just, for a few seconds, just let those images play.
Look at that shot.
Yeah. Have you ever, I'm sure you have, Drew, but have you ever thought about the fact that in season 1, when Johnny comes to Robbie's apartment, Robbie says to Johnny, I don't know what a real father and son trip looks like, so I had to use my imagination. He says something like that. I can't remember. Yeah. Well, I didn't know what a real son and father trip looked like. Cut to 4 seasons later or 5 seasons later, and
that's so funny. I love the smiles. This is so great.
Yeah, that's so cute. And then
Robbie's never smiled like this until now.
Nope,
it's so even
great.
Johnny, like look at that. It's that's
so great.
That's like Tanner and Billy right there. I see Tanner and Billy. That's
it really
and
is.
the best character of the show, Lapusso. Love Lapusso. I mean, he's got to use that move in season 6 because he's the one who found the scroll, man. He found it. When I interviewed Griffin, I was like, do you think like because your character was the one who found the scroll, do you think you should be the one who uses the move? And he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I was going to wait until his poster because I basically made posters for everybody.
Yeah, we gotta get
Maybe.
to that.
I need to ask you, do you know what that scroll says? Have you ever tried to translate it?
Wait, someone translated it. I forgot
Yep.
what it was. Do you
Yep.
have the translation with you right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I
What is?
read it
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah.
The scroll roughly, I translated this 3 times in different ways just to see how accurate it was, and this is the most accurate translation. That scroll says, "The chosen one will use Shia's roar to stop the dragon's heart, but be warned, the user may face death." That's what that scroll says.
Mm.
The only question is who's going to wield that power, because I think it's going to be between Anthony or Johnny. Why not Daniel? I'm actually being serious.
Anthony
Why
or
not
Johnny?
Daniel? Anthony, and the reason I say Johnny is because
Yeah, I can see Johnny.
Johnny doesn't have his crane kick moment. Daniel has his crane kick moment from Karate Kid 1. Johnny doesn't have that. Daniel had his swan song in season 5. It was very clear. He became the embodiment of Mr. Miyagi at the end. Silver did not land one hit, unlike the middle fight where Daniel was so out of balance, right? You can see the same confidence in Ralph's eyes, Daniel's eyes, when he fights Silver at the end, right after Amanda comes up and says, "Do what you got to do, Daniel. We're behind you," right? Again, the rallying behind Daniel. He is so focused, so centered. That's the first time nobody didn't land a hit on Daniel, and that's Silver. Daniel took Silver down, and he did not use the scroll. He once again, the best way to mock Silver. He used the crane kick once again, which Silver said.
Crane crap.
Exactly, Silver said in season 3, "You think you can rely on that crane crap?" And then he basically does the final blow
He does the crane
again with the crane kick. If they did not have intentions for someone else to use that scroll, I think Daniel would have used it there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not much more unfair than those. What is it that Silver teaches Kenny? Like, just punch people a certain place
Silver
and they're
bullet.
Yeah, silver bullet, right? So I think there is a good possibility that Johnny ends up using it. It may be Daniel. I'm just saying Johnny has never had his crane kick moment in that way. We've also never seen Johnny in a tournament since 1984. It's been 40 years, right? So wouldn't it be poetic to have a Sensei's division, see all the adults in a tournament with the kids? But we've had 2 solo tournaments with kids. So this is the 40th anniversary. This is not just the final season of Cobra Kai. It is the season to put a fine bow on everything that has happened since 1984. And I want to see Johnny in a tournament. That doesn't mean he might use the scroll thing there. It might be outside. And it might be Anthony. It might be Daniel. I don't know. But I don't. Johnny deserves his crane kick thing, whatever that may end up being. Doesn't mean you have to agree. It's just my thoughts. So
No, I do though. I think that would be dope. Great scene. Love that.
Oh my God. There are so many great things.
Like, and I knew Johnny the bonding. Yeah.
Right. Oh, you actually skipped over the No, is that no? It's not. Yes, that's right. We wanted to end it our way. I couldn't help myself.
That was a funny moment. That was funny, but it worked. It worked. The valley.
Yeah. Leaving the valley in the time and place we've always imagined. So it is with great pride. And I just knew I needed Daniel's. Yeah. And Johnny's like,
yes.
It's so funny.
Then you got season 6 footage.
Yeah. Listen, we all know there is like 0 new footage. It has been so little. Even the date announcement, there's like nothing. It's so superficial stuff. And there you are. 2 beautiful young men there. Yeah, I knew I wanted to pay tribute to you guys, the fans. And I felt like you have the YouTube fans, and then you have everybody else, which is why I also included, the stuff from season 5 premiere, where just random fans, just as valid, but random fans are. So I both have the YouTube. You guys have really been the like prominent voice on the YouTube space, and then I just needed to show everybody else. That basically is representing everybody.
That's
right there.
Everybody, yeah.
And you have Peter, and he says, "This is the best fandom in the world." And I knew, and I wanted to edit that. So Peter, right after, does this, like, "Oh, thank you so much." Which is basically what they are telling him in that interview. Like, you are, right? And I couldn't help use Christian Harloff.
I love Christian.
Yeah, you interviewed him too.
I've interviewed him. He's awesome. He's awesome.
And I can see through WeTransfer when people, they download the files that I've sent him. I sent the video to Christian yesterday, and he downloaded it a couple of hours ago, which I didn't. I have no connection to that dude. I just told him I'm a big fan, and you have a small cameo. It's all love. And then I'm
sure he loved it.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
Cody.
Yep.
The Chosen.
Have you watched him? The Chosen One?
Yeah.
He has so many great thoughts. Like I really love listening to him as well. I listen to all of you guys, right? But he's really good. I really felt like he deserved a spot there. And of course, Ken Cole, and I could put in Cobra Kai Wisdom there because I tried to find Cobra Kai Wisdom. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. What's his name?
Mike.
I'm sorry. I
No, dude, it's all good. It's all good.
You don't have like a YouTube channel of his own. And then
he does. He does.
Yeah, he does, but it's not really
active
him,
on
right?
there.
And then I saw that Ken Cole had him on, so I felt like that was perfect to use that little
it's a
short
smart
video.
idea. It's a smart idea. And then you have
Also because there isn't space. Yeah, there isn't space in the song. Understand, guys, I'm not just using the song. I need to string the song together and repeat many more beats without you noticing it for me to have the time to speak the dialogue before we move on to the next chapter of the video. That all got to be seamless. So yeah, I needed to do double cameos for some to have it all work. And again, you know, legend, as we know in the fandom, for the fan art, and he doesn't like have a YouTube thing, right? So I sort of created that.
No, that's really nice that you did that, though. That's nice that you still.
And the same with Watch Party, of course, coming up, right?
Yeah. No, it's really nice that you included them.
And I know there are many more who does. Yeah. So, but it's just kind of like, I think you guys are kind of like the most known, prominent. So.
Yeah, but you know, it's. I appreciate you putting me and everyone. Like I know you mean, you know, there's everybody. This is for everybody.
This really is for everybody. So.
It's great. Some season 6 today be a celebration.
See, that was time for me to shut up in the narration department, but I am still continuing the letter because the next thing they say in that announcement after get ready for the biggest secret is let this today be a celebration. So I began to use title cards for the rest of it.
Nice. Great.
Isn't that awesome?
That was really good.
Seriously, you have Daniel Karate Kid 2. Of course, it's not a coincidence that they made that sequence. Of course, they're mirroring Karate Kid 2. And it's, oh my God, I need to intercut Karate Kid 2 with the scene of Robbie and Tori dancing.
That was really good. That was one of the best edits. Let me.
I love it.
It's like,
see, guys, yeah, this is where it starts to go fast, and there's nothing there. Yeah.
So
there is nothing random. I just
that's the same angle.
Yeah,
that's like a similar angle right there.
There's nothing random, guys. There is intention behind every single frame, even down to 1.3 milliseconds of footage I've used. It's not just you want to be flashy, right? No, there is intention behind it.
That's great.
So, and again, it's all about the celebration now, right? Let this be a celebration. So it's all about the celebration, showing characters from the old times, cutting over to, oh my God, he is so good. Everybody's so good. And I love Chosen. So.
This is another great moment where you show the, them from Karate Kid, and then
past and present.
Past and present.
And it's basically showing respect to everybody who has graced the Cobra Kai universe from the old movies as of now.
Beautiful.
And I could not help myself, Drew. If you can pause on Julie.
Yeah. She's after.
Yeah, there is a reason I put in Jessica at last, because those are the two sort of redheads, or at least Julie was in Karate Kid Part 3, and so was Jessica. So, and it goes by so fast that I wanted people to think, oh, this is a sweet, collection of all the characters past and present. And then at the very, very end, was that Julie? Was that Jessica? Yeah. That was Julie, right? And people can hate on it if they want to. She so deserves to be in there.
Yeah.
And it's awesome because I choose that, not just because of the teardrop, but because it actually looks like she's wearing a gi if you look down, but it's her prom dress.
Yeah.
So I just thought it fits so well, and she needs to be foreshadowed. I didn't feel I overused her, but there are like 3 images, and they're there for a reason.
No, I think the use of Julie was perfect. I love that.
Listen, this might be embarrassing after season 6 comes out and she's not in it, but guys, I wouldn't have put her in if I wasn't like 98% sure she's gonna be there.
I hope, man.
She's gonna be there. And now we move into the intense foreshadowing. Me trying to make a legit teaser for a season that hasn't come out yet. And I have 0 footage to work with. So I need to use the history and try to make you be excited about stuff you've seen a billion times before.
This was really freaking good. Like, what is the name of I'm like forgetting the name of the track. It was from season.
Oh, That is when Robbie and Miguel are having their last fight before they.
Oh, it was Sworn Enemies.
And yes, it's insane that you know the track numbers because I don't. It is so badass. And when I heard,
sorry,
that's okay. That's awesome. I love it. When they fought, Drew, and I heard that song in the background because it's actually laid in pretty low in the track there, in the series. Well, it's there, but it's like, that is so fucking sorry. That is sorry, guys. That is so effing awesome. And I just knew if I'm gonna have sort of, I like to call it a foreshadowing because like you, I don't know what's to come, but we do know there is a big global tournament involved. I'm not trying not overstep my boundaries and show a lot of stuff that I have no idea about. So it's just about using the dialogue and the history.
It's called the
foreshadowing the little things we do know and sort of trying to get people hyped in that way. It's basically all manipulation, guys.
No,
through editing, music. Yeah.
It's great.
And they're so good, those two as well.
Woo!
So yeah, he's so good.
Anything with Marty.
And so when Johnny says, can you pause there? When Johnny's look at that. When Johnny says,
let me go back.
We've been fighting for so long. Yes, that is linear. That is what he says.
Been fighting for so long.
But he has never said, let's finish this together. That is me who took two separate scenes of dialogue and cut it together. So the whole, it's seamless, right? He has never said, we've been fighting for so long, so let's finish this together. He's never said that.
Let me just
He's never said that.
We've been fighting so long. Let's finish this together.
He's never said that line. He's never said that line. That's me.
Oh, how did you
messing with you? No, I took that word together is from the scene where Johnny wants Robbie and Miguel to break out of the apartment in an escape room fashion. He says, guys, nobody's getting out of here unless we work together.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I searched so many episodes because I needed Johnny. Because I needed Johnny. Wow. That took like a week. Just for that one word because I knew I don't care. And I would never dare to use something as BSing as AI or fake soulless crap like that.
Together.
So I needed Johnny. I need Johnny to say together. So he said, we've been fighting for so long. That's one thing. Let's finish this is another thing. And together is a whole third thing. And then I strung it together. And then we have Daniel saying all of us. And then we cut to Julie's kick. I think that is goose-bummingly badass because when he says, we all know this, when he says all of us, it's Mario says, we all need to stop Cobra Kai. And he says all of us. But now it has a whole different meaning because of the editing, right?
Definitely.
So
great.
And I feel that is still using it in a respectful way. I have not used one single shot of footage that isn't from the Karate Kid movies or show. Not one. And you better trust me, it was tempting to use some beautiful landscape shots from the 2010 Karate Kid movie because the scenery is beautiful and it has the Orient like Japan or China, I think. It was so tempting to put some of that stuff in there. And they just said, no freaking way. You are not going to cheat this way. So I needed to use other stuff. I didn't use anything from. So.
No, dude.
I have edited this so fast paced.
It's very, very fast.
For a reason.
Yeah, we got to. When people are nice.
See, even there, everything collides. And within a half a second, you both see Chosen in Daniel and you see Sato's cut over. And I think you'll really appreciate it if you see the video a couple of times.
Yeah.
And really start to string together the story that I'm really telling across all 40 years. And that's not in black and white, I believe. I made that black and white. It's not in the video. I know it's a small thing, but it's all about the past and the history. So
okay, wait.
And then you have
next Karate Kid.
Yeah. Listen, that him cutting the bottles,
sounds like he's talking to Johnny over there.
Yep. See how I put Julie in for a split second when it was about Tori and Sam about to duke it out. I know Julie is going to be some kind of mentor for, at the very least, Tori. So it felt so fitting to when you have that announcement trailer, you have Tori saying, let's go. And Sam Kinson, you want to fight? They're just sparring, guys. That stuff is over. They might have some heated discussions and stuff. They're just sparring. They're on the same team now. But they might have some stuff to work out. Of course they have. And then it just felt fitting to put in Julie for half a second in black and white because she was also a wild bird. I know she had a hawk, but she was a wild bird. And Miyagi sort of, learned her about appreciating life and, you know, balance, all of that, right? And it was so perfect to use that because it was the direct opposite of how Julie started out and the direct opposite of how Tori started out.
For sure.
They're going to have a bond. I have no doubt. And she's not Tori's dying mom, guys. Julie is not Tori's dying mom. I just need to say that. They already know. They already know Julie, even though she haven't been mentioned. So I love that at the very end there, like the heartbeat sound.
Yeah. It's so dope. From John.
I love that.
And then
nice. You know what that? Yeah. Because I couldn't fit that part in from the new things. Put it in at the end over the title card. You don't see. Need to see. You don't need to. You didn't see Silver before now. You must have seen it before, right? I mean,
I don't. You think have I saw that.
Didn't you see the video a bunch of times when I sent it to you, Drew?
Yeah, but I
didn't caught the shadowy Terry Silver.
I heard his voice, or maybe I saw it.
Cobra Kai is back.
Right. And now he's coming in.
Everything I do is for the future.
Oh no, I definitely saw that. That's so cool. And the laugh.
I started. I actually. That last bit of music is not Zack and Leo's. That is the trailer music for Avengers Endgame. I basically copy paste the way because I couldn't help myself because it's so bombastic and it's so epic. And I knew I wanted to use Zack and Leo's, but for the end bit, I used the final bit from the old Avengers Endgame trailer where Black Widow says to Captain America, "It's going to work, Steve." And he says, "I know it does. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't." And then it cuts to black, boom, and then that music kicks in, and then it's the Avengers logo coming. So I honestly recreated that with Cobra Kai. I couldn't help myself.
That's so cool.
I also contemplated writing official trailer coming soon because it most definitely is. But honestly, in the end,
I think it's fine because you know,
I think it was cooler to write "The End Begins" July 18th because that's more like it's more universal. It won't. Yeah. I think it is so cool,
dude. Brilliant. And you're going to be posting this on your channel afterwards, yes. So people will be able to watch the full thing, right?
Yeah, definitely, in 4K.
So. Awesome. I love it, man. I love it, and we got some posters. I know we've been going for an hour and a half, but we'll go through these. Yeah,
I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry if you're not.
Yeah, but, let's go through them.
Yes.
Let's go through them. I wanna break these
down.
You
just want to take him from poster 1? You just want to take it from the end?
Let's take it from
I can't see comments. If anybody is still here and they're commenting, feel free to pull up anything if they have something to say. But that's up to you.
I'll pull up comments. So Christian, these are 40 posters that you created in honor of the 40th anniversary, right?
Yes. And notice how it says Dawn of the Sekai Taikai in the exact same way it says in the video. That's just sort of an undertitle. Of course, it's nothing official, but I think it's pretty fitting. Dawn of the Sekai Taikai. I also thought about writing The Last Moment of Truth, but nah. Dawn of the Sekai Taikai. And they're very high res, so you should be able in the end to zoom in on them. And I've written in the bottom info, it explains everything, what it's all about, and also it guides you to the video. So if you see the video first, as you saw at the end, I'm talking about, head over to X to see my posters. If you see the posters first and you read the info, you will be led to the video. So they're kind of coinciding in that way.
It's like a professional poster.
I'm trying. Listen, I'm not a Let's Be Water creative. That dude is a pro. Just like with the video I made, I'm using GIMP, which is a free, pretty limited software program. The true pros would either laugh at me or be pretty impressed at what I managed to get out of it. It's not even coincidental, Drew, that I used like the background, like the lava background, because it fits with the title cards when we go into the foreshadowing of season 6 in the video. Just like with the title Dawn of the Sekai Taiga, it's really meant to be tied together, all of it. And I put taglines on all of them. One last moment of truth together. And it's not a stretch to put Johnny in a white gi, because we have seen that in posters that they have officially let slip out from a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. And in the moon behind them, of course, we have the bonsai and the eagle. And I really do think there's going to be something like that, a bonsai and an eagle. I don't know what the last like key design is going to be. There's definitely going to be something. I don't know what it's going to be, but yeah, it's kind of paying respect to both of them. Some people say I wouldn't mind if Johnny just went all Miyagi-Do. Honestly, a tiny bit of me actually, it feels like a little bit. No. You need to honor Johnny's eagle fang. You need to make a new hybrid of both of your styles. Right. In season 4, they were completely at odds about it. In season 5, that was so heartwarming when Johnny goes in to say to the Sekai Taikai committee, we're Cobra Kai. Nice.
We're Cobra Kai.
We're Miyagi-Do. We're Miyagi-Do. And Daniel steps in and says, and we're Eagle Fang. That is the stuff he didn't understand until the end of season 4. And he says, we're Eagle Fang. We're two combined dojos coming together when nothing else seems possible. So you can't just have Johnny go all Miyagi-Do. And Daniel have also learned a little bit of aggression, like in the good way of Johnny. They are starting to truly, like, what do you call smitten each other? What do you say? Like they're starting to, what do you say? Like they're influencing each other. Like in season 4, there was still stuff in season 5, you can feel they have fully come together as friends. Okay. There's no more fighting. There's nothing. They are on equal grounds now. And I think the final button on that will be some kind of combined thing for them in terms of karate in season 6. And when they say, what is your name? The Sekai Taikai needs a name. You have time to figure it out, they say. They're not going to enter as Eagle Fang, a Miyagi Fang, or something like that. The big 3 are too original for that. It's going to be something entirely new, I'm sure.
For sure.
But I couldn't help put them together in a crane kick moment there.
Definitely.
And when you zoom in on them, you can't zoom in on them, right, Drew?
I can't zoom in on them here.
No, fair. Yeah. It says class of 1984 in the sand. You have the ghetto blaster, and you even see a football behind them. And Johnny, of course, has a 6-pack of Course Banquet. You can see them clear when you zoom in on all of those details.
Brilliant.
But it's all there in a positive manner now. Like that ghetto blaster, that wasn't a good thing in Karate Kid 1. It started a fight. And of course, they were playing football on the beach in Karate Kid 1. And now it's just, I imagine it's Johnny and Daniel on the beach, just now as buddies on that same beach, because the lower part is a part of the original Karate Kid poster. And then I meshed everything else around it. Yeah. It's kind of poetic. Nice. It's kind of poetic. It's kind of poetic, right? That's also why and of course, they're all numbered, guys. So it says in the bottom info, this is poster number 01 in a series of 40. So maybe we should just move on because there are many.
Yeah, we got.
But if you have something to say, so yeah.
No, I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Seeing them both doing the crane kick. Yeah,
you need to have a tiny bit of humor there.
For sure, that's brilliant. This is another great one. The Binary Brothers.
Stronger together, binary forever. And then you zoom in and you can not only just see like the numbers, you can also see a little bonsai tree in the background. And I even made sure to sort of like color Hawk's hair blue again. I mean, I know he has that extra long spiky hair in season 6, but this one just goes out of the poster, so that's fine. You can still imagine that it being that. And then you just, of course, have the Sai and bonsai logo on it. You have the crane flying over Dimitri's shoulder, and the hawk, the hawk on Hawk's shoulder. So yeah, and then of course I really wanted to put a stamp on them going places out of the valley. That's why I use so much like from Japan images and China. It fits. They're definitely going outside the valley. What do you think the chances are of them visiting Okinawa at some point in season 6? Like maybe not the Sekai Taikai there, but maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Would there be a reason for Daniel to drag them all to Okinawa?
The only way I would maybe be able to see Okinawa is like if we got like some sort of aftermath and like you saw Chosen and Komiko there, like, and Chosen like proposes or so. I don't know, not proposes.
Yeah,
but like
I've actually had that thought myself. You know what I thought was funny? If they're all going flying, imagine even though that Johnny grew up as a rich kid. Imagine if he never got out of the valley. Imagine if he has never gone flying, and you recreate the scene. All the kids and the senseis are going on a plane, and Daniel says to Johnny, "I hope you don't get airsick." What do you mean? What's airsick? Just like Daniel asked Miyagi about when they were going. They can do so much funny stuff with that. I don't know, but they're definitely getting out of the valley. I mean, we have seen photos. Is that official? I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh yeah.
We have seen them outside of the valley. They're definitely going to one country. I think they're going to more. I don't know how, but I think they're going to more. Yeah.
I agree. I think so. Great image here.
Don't mess with the originals, man.
Yeah.
And I even put, I had Dutch there. And if you zoom in, you can see on his hands, it says dead meat.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, it says you're dead meat.
Yeah, so
and,
when people look at these images, when
Yes.
you have these images on, when you post them
Yeah.
separately, like you guys should really zoom in and look at all the details.
You can zoom in. There are a lot of hidden details, and I'm spoiling it all for you. There's definitely a couple of details in some of the posters you wouldn't see if I didn't tell you, but and you don't need to, but it's there to be seen if you look for it. I tracked this back. I think Tommy saying, rest in peace on Bobby's shirt there, 1967 to 2018, that fits within the universe, because that means if Tommy was born in 67, he would have been 17 in the All Valley tournament of Karate Kid 1. He would have been 17, and we all know it's the All Valley under 18 championship, right? God. And they were seniors, so it would have fit, right? He would have been 17, right?
Yeah.
And in the universe, he died in 2018. And the reason I know that, this, the timeline of Cobra Kai can be a little bit 2018 muddle. And and you even hear Carmen say to Miguel, I thought you wanted to see the new Spider-Man, or I wanted to take that Spider-Man Homecoming they're talking about, the first one with Tom Holland. And that came out that year.
2018?
Yeah. No. Sorry, that came out in 2017. Then you see him. It came out in 2017. And then there is a montage later on this season where you see Miguel fight, and then it's Christmas. And then when we meet up with them in season 2, that means New Year's has come and gone. It's Christmas in season 1. You see Miguel train. It's summertime in season 2. That means that Tommy dies in 2018.
Dude,
not I really tried to track that down and make it accurate, because it did say 19.
Work put into this, man. This is crazy.
It did say 19 at one point, and then I realized a couple of months ago, guys, I've had so many of these posts have been on my computer for like a year. If I had shared one of these posters like every 13th, 12th day, I could have done that for a whole year. But I decided to sit on it and release the whole shebang right around the 40th anniversary. And I cannot tell you, Drew, again, how happy I am that we're here now and you allowed me to show this stuff on your channel.
Dude, I'm honored. I'm honored that you wanted to come on here to show this. This is freaking awesome, bro. Look at this.
They began the fight as enemies. They will end the war as brothers.
Great.
You have the eagle, and of course the and it's subtle, right? But just a little hand on Miguel's shoulder there. Oh my God.
Dude, you did a really
I think they're pretty cool.
You did a really good job.
This is the last time I'm going to say it. I am not a professional. My first fan poster I started meddling with, and that, again, GIMP free program I use. I started that between seasons 2 and 3, I think. I made a pretty, primitive poster back then with Johnny and Daniel in black and white geese. And that was almost nothing compared to this, but that's the first one I ever created. And I was still pretty proud of that. And I had a headline that said, if they won't win together, they won't win at all. That's what I had on that. And that was before it was so clear for fans. I'm talking the OG fans, not that we're anymore. You guys, the new generation is just as awesome. I'm just saying we knew it was written in the stars that they would become friends. I don't think the new generation that jumped on board initially thought that this would end with Johnny and Daniel becoming friends. That was very clear. They even kind of sowed it kind of bit back in season 1. Like, these guys are going to become friends. Yeah, that's why I made that poster. And then I posted it on I think another Cobra Kai forum that had like 35,000. That was before I found the Cobra Kai Companion, which I think is an incredible group. No BSing there. Everybody's respected. But there was so much hate in this particular group where I posted that poster, and people laughed at it and said, "That's never going to happen." I'm sorry, but I'm kind of smiling now, because clearly they did not know. So I'm still proud of that poster. And now we're, all the way here with something like this.
The Step Bros. Whoops.
That's fine. I kind of feel like I'm ready to move on to the pro programs like Photoshop after doing this. All of this began with just one kid and his mom, and then you have Daniel and Lucille in that little part
so
thing.
sweet. Love her. I love that you included her in this.
She needed to be there. And again, you can zoom in to see these things very clearly. I know that something like Facebook or even X will probably degrade the posters like maybe 10%, but it's good enough. But
Yeah.
those I've sent to you through WeTransfer, they were like sharp, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay,
Definitely.
fine. So yeah, and listen, again, the poster mirrors all of the cameos that I give credit to in the video when, you know, I see the mom from the past and the present. It kind of like very much mirrors each other's, these posters in the video. Am I mumbling very much? I'm sorry if I'm mumbling.
No, I hear you perfectly. No, you're good.
The past, their hate, their valley. They must leave it all behind to face the fight of their lives. And
Nice.
have you noticed something specific in this poster? Because I am going to blow your mind if you haven't.
Give me a second.
You probably can't see it here, dude, but that's fair enough. But yeah,
Give me a hint. Like where should I look?
take a closer look at Sam's ear.
Is that Aisha?
Aisha
Oh my god, it's brilliant.
Aisha is in her earring, and if you zoom in, you can see her very clearly.
It's so small for me, but like I just
Yeah, I
see
know,
the
but that's
glasses.
the kind of
It's so
details.
funny.
You don't need to spot them, but if you do, it's just like an extra thing
That's
for
a
the
nice,
fans.
yeah.
And that's what
a nice detail.
that's what I meant with. I'm not sure she'll be back, but of course she needed to be given respect, and that's why I felt like put her in an earring.
I don't think she'll be back, but I wish she was.
Yeah.
If you watch season 1 and 2 again, you'll see how important she was.
Yeah. Definitely like sort of a.
She was just as important as Tori in season 2, I think.
I agree. She was great.
It's kind of.
She was great.
But
so, and I love the little scene she had in season 4, giving us Sam her advice. Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously, they constantly flip the script. Like after she has the scene with Aisha in season 4, you would think that she basically tells Sam, yeah, I thought this girl at school was dissing me and now she's my bestie. I mean, you're the original, but she's my bestie. And you would think that Sam goes to school and would end it with Tori. And Daniel even says, I'm so proud of you letting go of that. That's not easy. And she goes to school. Tori says, listen, LaRusso. And she's basically about to sort of
shut the hell up.
yeah. You're not in control. I am. And oh my God, here we go. Like,
if you as much look at me funny.
Yeah.
Kick your ass for a third time.
But
I'm coming for you.
But which is, of course, the line that she said to Sam in season 2 when she broke in. Yeah, it's okay. So,
oh, it's great.
And there they're standing, and of course, what you see in the image below with those two kicking together, what is behind them is called a tori, and that is a Japanese or Chinese symbol.
Is that called a tori?
Yeah, it's called a tori. A Toryy. No,
wow.
Sorry. Sorry. It's
not that's interesting.
It's not Tori with a Y. It's not. Yeah, and it's something of a sacred thing for them. Something, and which is kind of funny because Kim Sung Young also has one of those in the flashback where he's training. I don't know why he would have that. What it means to him, but yeah. Again, there is very much what do you call it? There's constantly a sense of this season is going to be something else. It's not going to be like we're getting out of the valley. Something else is coming. And that's what I wanted many of these posters, the details to sort of convey. Like this is not season 1 through 5. For the first time in the Karate Kid universe, we're going elsewhere. This is going to go global. So I wanted the posters to sort of reflect that in little ways. Yeah.
Definitely. Whew.
Simple but scary. Like these
one of my favorites.
These posters varies in tone, right? I'm sorry, I think it's a little bit of a genius stroke, the tagline. If you want to keep a snake in captivity, don't use prison bars. Like it's of course this dude is getting out. If he's even going to see the inside of a prison cell. I mean, we don't know if his lawyers is going to, but it's pretty scary. And when you zoom in on them, yes, it's the image of season 4 poster that I have sort of made a little bit darker. If you zoom in, if you zoom in, you can see even in his pupil, I put little eye dots. Like this is when he's going to be pissed, Drew. Like he was pretty menacing in season 5 at the end there, but this is going to be something else. I think there is no going back for this guy. He's going to be darker and more pissed than ever when he gets out of jail. And even in season 5, when he has that discussion with Kim Da-yoon where she says, "You're very close to fulfilling the promise you made to my grandfather, honoring his karate style in Sekai Taikai," and said, "Yeah, we're going to send a message to all the others well before the tournament," Silver says. And then yeah, oh, great, we love it. Yeah, and she says, and the content of this message: stay the F out of our way or somebody's going to get hurt. And they even say how and when we're going to deliver this message, I don't know, but it won't be subtle. And that's not written vaguely. The big three already knew. We can just let him say that because we're going to figure that out for season 6, but there is definitely going to be a message. So do you think Silver is going to be in part 1? Do you think he's going to show up in part 2 or 3? Do you think there's going to be some kind of cliffhanger to the part 2 where, oh my God, Silver's back? Do you think that they even want to enter the Sekai Taikai to begin with, the good guys, and then they find out Kreese and Silver's back, we have to do this?
I don't think Silver's going to be in part 1.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's going to be something else. I think he's going to break out in 2, or where the hell he's going to be at.
He has to be in 2. I will be like, I wouldn't want them to introduce him at the end of part 2, though.
No, I agree.
I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then it's like, especially because we're waiting all this time, it's like we want to see him. You know, like I will. It is gonna like suck, you know, not seeing him in part 1. You know, because then we'll have to like. I mean, he's so good, but I don't think we will.
I agree.
Part 2.
Yeah, I agree. Bringing him back in part 3 would probably be a little bit. I felt a little bit too late because we love him. So once you go Silver, once you go Silver, you can't just go back to Kreese. Silver is equally as important, Kreese, but you need to have them both now. But I think it is also wholesome to really feel that we miss him in part 1, and then maybe they tease him coming back for part 2, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he does. Do you think he's going to see the inside of a prison, or will his lawyers just do something else?
Well, like, do you think like will we see it, or like
do you even think that, just like Kreese, do you even think that Silver really will go behind bars for any period of time in the last season? Or,
yeah, I think so. I think so.
I kind of hope so, because otherwise
I think so, but then like not for long, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see it. Maybe we'll see a little bit. I don't think we're gonna get like a full like story arc like we did with Kreese, and you know,
I agree.
They're not gonna go back there. But
oh my God, listen, we so miss Kreese in season 5, and because Silver is so good, for a moment you kind of forgot about Kreese. Not that he is at any moment in any way not memorable. You kind of forgot him because you were so involved with the stuff that was going on with Silver. So when they have that transition with Tori speaking to somebody in prison, just tell me there's an end game to this. And then the music, and there is an end game, kid. Silver's going down. He just doesn't notice. Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
He's so good. I love him.
He's so good. I honestly think that Silver and Kreese are going to fight for real in season 6.
That's the only fight we're missing, really.
Exactly. Because listen, we've seen all the other mashups so much now, but you haven't seen Kreese and Silver fight for real. And there is a reason for them to duke it out at this point. And I also think they're going to cut back and forth in such a fight between their older and younger counterparts, just like they did with Kreese in the prison fight in season 5. I think they're going to do that. That would be something fresh that we haven't seen. So I think they are going to fight.
For sure. This is just what we were talking about.
Yep. One day he will protect the family. And I just thought, the scroll background there just made sense. And I also love like the glow I put on the scroll there, that he has in his belt, probably conveying, so he's going to use it. I don't know, but Daniel and Anthony did have that talk in the dojo where Anthony says, "What is this?" And Daniel says, "That is something I hope we'll never have to use." Right. And then you have it translated, Shia's roar, and the user may face death. So it's going to be used in season 6. It's not in vain. The only question is who's going to use it.
You got to,
and it's not going to be in season 7. It's going to be in season 6. So what do you say?
No, I just said you got to postseason tag the cast, because I feel like a lot of them would really find it cool. Like, I think Griffin would love this.
I'm not going to lie, but I have, talked a little bit with John in the past. Not that I just need to say that I think I did quite a lot in enough capacity for them to notice me. So John at one point reached out again. They're so cool. They're just the fans to thank you personally to me. And that sort of made that connection. I haven't
It's awesome.
misused it or anything. I wouldn't want that. They're just going to get sick of me then, but I will, just like with you guys, after tonight, I'm going to send the entire poster series and video through WeTransfer to John, and I know he's going to download it. So if he feels it's worth it, I think he will share it with the cast. I'm not going to shove anything down anybody's throats. If it's good enough, the fish will find you. Just like the guy said to Daniel on the beach when he was searching for students.
Yes,
And I don't even think I know how to tag people. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe I will. I just don't know how. I'm a noob, guys. I'm serious. I'm a noob. I don't know anything about this stuff. So
all good. They'll find it. They'll find it. Ooh, the pain.
I kind of like this one.
That's
I made this poster 7 months ago. And again, if you zoom in, it's very clear. The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. Let the pain multiply with a Y-N-E.
Yeah.
And then you have the dumpster with all of the Cobra Kai t-shirts burning. And I think the rest speaks for itself. Did you notice the little cobra on the roof?
No. Nice.
There's a cobra snake on the roof.
And a dumpster callback to Kenny being thrown in the dumpster in season 4.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm going to say when you're right, and I'm going to say when I didn't think of it. I did not think of that, and you're totally right. Thank you for adding even more meaning.
You're welcome.
I did not think about.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that.
Dude, it fits.
Yeah, it fits. It fits. It works.
You did notice the tear in Kenny's eyes, right? Right.
Oh, that's beautiful.
In a way, I'm starting. I really hope that you did get these in iRes because I think you would have seen it then. Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff, guys, to see if you want. And of course, you have Sean peeking out from behind there. Again, I didn't know that Sean was going to be back, but they've kind of revealed that through official images at this point that he will be back in some kind of capacity. So yeah, we can move on if there's nothing.
Awesome. And then beware the gasoline.
Beware the gasoline. And he's funny enough, he should be on fire, but he's not. Chosen is too cool.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
So he's just there with his size holding a dead cobra, and cobras are burnt. And cobras are burning in the background. Like he's not messing around. So yeah. There's
so cool.
I think it's pretty awesome.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, and then
I'm in love with this one, even though and I could not help myself to emphasize that you need to understand, guys, if she's in the show, they are having a 2-time Oscar-winning actress. And it's not just because I'm not even talking about the Oscars, but there's been so much bad talk about the next Karate Kid, and I understand that people don't like it. I've talked about that myself. But Hillary is incredible. Yeah. And she is a true badass.
She's a better actress now that she's older, you know?
Yes, seriously. And I could not help the tagline. There is another. Deal with it. I could not help myself because I will.
Another.
Exactly.
You know that reference?
Exactly. I will. Yes, of course. I listen, some of these things I'm saying it. I completely hawked it from other stuff because just like when the Cobra Kai series it's taking stuff from Star Wars, like I'm not your enemy, but you can be. They've said it out loud. Like they deliberately, very obviously so, make homages to Star Wars and use that. It's not vague. That's the same here. It's 100% me saying there is another. Yes, it's Yoda. It's Star Wars, of course. And if you zoom in the mountain, you can see it in the mountain. It shows the Miyagi garden. You see Hillary, Miyagi
more.
Yeah, Hillary, Miyagi, and Daniel together. And if you zoom in, you can see the cliff they're standing on. Daniel and Julie are holding each other, and you can see their faces pretty clear if you zoom way in. And
is that Angel?
Yes, I don't know. It's definitely a hawk, right, of some kind, and then the bonsai tree. I just think, and then it translates to her in some kind of dojo. Can you see the arrow behind her on the wall?
Arrow behind her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the arrow. That's the arrow that Miyagi caught. that the monks gave her as a birthday present.
That's so cool.
Details, guys, details. And if you zoom in, the earring is the lotus flower symbol.
You're brilliant, Christian. You're brilliant.
There are in some posters there's more details in others, and in others it's not needed, but there's quite a bit in this one. So yeah,
that's amazing.
I couldn't help myself. If the root is strong, the tree will survive. No need nothing except what's inside of you to grow. And nobody has visually like grown more than these two kids. I know Kenny too, but these guys have been there from the get-go, right?
Oh my god!
Did Nate only came in season 2, right?
Yes, Nate came in season 2.
It's actually the same. Yeah.
Oh, what were we gonna say?
No, I'm talking way too much.
No, you're good. I just I love the Miyagi logo in the eagle's mouth. That was really cool.
It's not eating it, guys. It's basically protecting it. Like the eagle and it's not eating it. It's like they are one now. That's so, but I can see if people would think it's eating it. It's not eating it. It's basically it's one with it. So and you have the bonsai in the background and all of that.
The two best characters in the show, in my opinion. I mean,
listen, they've been there from the get-go. Again, Nate came in, but they deserve respect. I really, there's everybody has been given respect in one way or another. Again, even somebody like Aisha in something as small as an earring, she's there. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we can move on if it's. I love this. Whatever the bad boy hits, he destroys. And I am sure you have seen the one detail I have put in there, right?
Yeah, the Rembrandt.
The Rembrandt. It's so freaking awesome. And I have something to say about that, so I'm going to take my phone now. I searched for that image, and I said, "What the hell is that Rembrandt that he stole?" You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
It's that Rembrandt was stolen in 1990 in real life from a museum. And somehow that painting ended up in Terry Silver's mansion. That is not vague. That is not coincidental either. The writers, the big three, they must have known about this. So
you gotta share these. You gotta share these.
I will share these. I will share all of them.
They want them as the wallpaper. And like I think like people like, you know, like for example, like Owen and Nate, you know, they're not like part of the main cast. I think they would like, they don't have fan arts like this being made of them like that much, you know, compared to like the Miguel, Sam. So that's why like I feel like they really need to see these. Like that would be dope.
Yeah. I will try to, but listen, even just now being on here with you, that's got to give some exposure that I am certainly not used to. So again, I'm just grateful that you wanted to show this off.
Of course.
Can I just mention, I wanted to have this look as pro as I could with the best of my ability. That's why I also added the Netflix logo in the bottom info, Sony Pictures, and all the studios that you always see. And right, you have the legit dates: July 18th, November 20. What is it now? 28th, and 2025. So
damn, the detail. That's awesome, man. Devin.
Choose your own path. And now we know she's also in a white gi, but I didn't know that 8 months ago. But it represents all the colors she has been in. She's been in red, she's been in black, and she's been in blue. And you can see in the smoke, you can see the dragon symbol in the blue. There is a dragon there. And you can also see, of course, the eagle, and you have Cobra Kai symbol behind because she was there for a short while in season 5. So, and of course she has the little necklace there with the yin and yang.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And this is poster number 14.
Poster number 14. We still got a lot to go.
Yeah, we're good. I really hope people are enjoying this. Otherwise, I apologize.
Oh, dude, we have 270 people here.
Holy shit.
Between Twitter and YouTube, the numbers have actually been growing, which is pretty crazy. Usually, as the stream goes on, sometimes people tune out, but I guess
I get it. It's also a long time we've been on. I see for almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. So yeah, thank
you. But dude, we need to do this.
Yeah, right? we gotta get.
So let's go.
We're gonna do.
Suit up for one last party. And if you zoom in on the buttons on Louis, you can see the Eagle Fang logo.
Great details, bro.
You can see the lotus flower in the butterfly of Fanush.
And then what's on
So
the H of the Hollywood sign?
it says "never dies," and then it's a
So
spray
brilliant,
paint.
bro.
Says it's a painting, a spray paint of course the Cobra. And again, guys, you will be able to zoom in on these and see these things
Yeah,
clearly.
wow.
And just you know, again, repeating myself, it's not needed for anybody to spot these things. It's just funny if
It's
you are
fun,
looking for
yeah.
them, right?
Yeah.
So it's there, yeah. And again, I couldn't help but have that look on Louis' face. Like I know he forgave him in season 5. Like, dude, are you dating my sister? I think it's so funny.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
love
again,
that.
again, to try and make it as stylized as I possibly can, because I think you notice there are some kind of a color scheme going on for each poster. What is her name in real life? I forget.
Julia Macchio.
Yes,
Ralph
sorry,
Macchio's
yeah,
daughter.
Ralph Macchio's daughter, right. She was in a red dress, and I couldn't have that, so I painted it black because it needed to
that's
fit
dope.
with the black tuxedos, right? So there is sort of, you know, yeah, so it's balanced that way. It's the same with Julie. Like you can put a picture of Hillary Swank on a poster, but that's not Julie, that's Hillary. You put her in a gi, you give her a lotus earring, and you put in those small. Now it's become Julie. It's no longer just Hillary. That's how you kind of make it feel, I think, a bit more real. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so freaking cool.
This one I thought about changing because we see Mitch in a white gi, but honestly, penis breath. I don't know about you, dude. Seriously, you have. I get you don't want to be called penis breath. Dude, come on. I know Daniel is a forgiving type, and they're probably going to make it work either way, but I'm still not sure about this dude. That's why I made the tagline. There goes a fine line between being a friend or a foe.
I hope they address it a bit. I hope they like.
You need to say, dude, you have effed us over for the last time. Like,
I hope they don't just let him back. Like they gotta like say like
we're done calling you penis breath, but dude.
What you did was messed up. Like,
yes.
And yeah, like we won't call you penis breath anymore, but like, you know, you gotta earn yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. Just like Hawk did. They did some. Did some feel that Hawk got kind of nerfed or forgotten in season 4? I felt he had such a great arc in season 4.
Season 5, you mean?
No, I definitely mean season 4. I'm talking about
nerfed when he won the tournament?
Well, huh?
Wait, like what? Wait. When you say nerfed.
No. Doesn't nerf mean forgotten? Like he was sidetracked. He didn't get
in season 4 when he won the tournament.
Yeah. I thought some felt like he didn't get the attention even then, but maybe that was season 5. Sorry. The point was just being that Hawk had. He really needs to. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's just me. Maybe they are talking about him in season 5. But Hawk needs to earn his right to be truly accepted back in season 4. As should this dude.
I will say though. I don't think Hawk was nerfed in season 4, but there was something big missing, which I think was Daniel Hawk conversation.
Yeah.
One scene.
Yes,
and
I fully agree.
And I personally think it was a missed opportunity.
I fully agree. You know what I also feel like is a missed opportunity? I love the scenes between Dimitri and Hawk in season 4 when he says, I'm done with Karate Man and all of that. Why on earth they didn't use Bobby? Like Johnny saying, I'm sending you over to my friend. You're going to talk with my pastor, Bobby, and you're going to talk about all the bullshit you've done and let him give you some kind of words of wisdom.
That'd be cool.
That could also, I love the stuff between Hawk and Dimitri, but they cut back and forth at it a couple of times. I agree with you. He should have had a scene similar to that with Daniel or Bobby. They even had Bobby in season 3 when he's there in prison with Robbie, right?
Yeah.
Even as small as that, like they could have done something like that. And I pray he's back in season 6.
I think Daniel was the big one though.
I agree.
They you know, in season 4 at the end at the tournament, it was like, you know, kind of their first time really like Daniel's like, this is like your fight, whatever. Like you got this, you know, Daniel's like training him. He's the last male for Miyagi.
You're absolutely right.
But until like even when Hawk comes back to the dojo and Daniel's like, it's great to have you back, it's like we didn't see them like really like there one scene
I agree.
like Mr. Lusso, I hate myself for what I did.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like a crappy person. I'm terrible. You shouldn't forgive me. And Daniel's like, Eli, like we all make mistakes. You don't like give him that Miyagi. Like,
they can still do that technically. It's theoretically in season 6. They could maybe have something like that. But I agree, maybe a little bit too late for that.
I think it's too late. I think Dimitri, how Dimitri convinced him to come back. Like,
Yeah.
I think that could have been more Daniel's role.
It felt like maybe they weren't available. Even something like Bobby, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to just have that all done with Dimitri, and that's great that they're binary brothers. But I totally agree. Maybe they should have had something with
Yeah.
Daniel. Like he started with some. What did you expect? You burnt bridges with basically everybody here, right?
After that,
You needed, you needed to have a counter, the positive side later on.
They never paid off.
Right.
They never Daniel never redeemed himself really for that moment. Like, I'm sorry for what I said to you.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Yep. Did Daniel know directly that Hawk was basically leading the attack to wreck the Miyagi garden? Did he ever know that? They never addressed that. But you're right. If Hawk had said, "I was the one who basically messed up your garden. I spray painted your car." You're right. There was none of that. Oh man, why did you say that? Now I am truly feeling like that is a scene we were missing.
Wait,
you're totally right.
When did everybody find out it was Hawk? Did they even?
Yeah, that led the attack. They didn't. They had Kree said, maybe you're wondering who did it. It was Hawk. And it was, and then he said, it's all of you. You're all Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
That's
but they never really said like.
Nope. It was only in the Cobra Kai dojo there. There was nothing from Daniel's side.
Okay, so that was kind of off, because when in season 4, when Chris is like you destroyed this whole dojo, and then even Robbie is like, you trashed the dojo,
you broke Dimitri's arm.
Yeah, they knew it's Hawk. I mean, I guess it was kind of obvious. I guess Miguel's like, nah, dude, it wasn't me. And then Robbie's like, or Tori's like, dude, it wasn't me. And it's like, okay, well, it was probably friggin' Hawk. He's the biggest asshole at the time.
Yeah, you're right. And I love how Dimitri just says to them when Robbie and him are you're both ex-assholes. Okay, it's like, there you go. It's done. It's so awesome. Oh my God, I needed to mention something with the Robbie and Miguel poster. I swear to God, a lot of stuff that I felt they should have done in season 4, they did in season 5. So much of what I want to see, they did in season 5. Robbie and Miguel, the way that they get over their stuff, it is so beautiful. It is so brilliantly written. Using a whole episode of Johnny just failing to try and getting together, and then at the very end, because of the conversation he has with Daniel, leads into the next scene. Maybe if we didn't have to stop at 3 points, we would have gotten this out of our system a long time ago. And Johnny says, maybe I should just let my 2 sons kind of just duke it out as him as a referee. When I saw the trailer when they were fighting, I was like, guys, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? And then you see it in the show. Johnny is there. It works. Them beating each other to the pulp. For a moment, you think, is Miguel literally about to kick Robbie out of the balcony now? Is he that pissed? And then he stops and says, no, Robbie says, why did you hold back? And then he says, I didn't get into karate to hurt people, but being balanced and all of that. And then Miguel says, oh my God, the music. And he says, the last time we fought, why didn't you hold back? And he says, Robbie, I just wanted to finish the fight. I was so angry. I got tunnel vision. I barely knew bro. Yeah, I barely knew where we were. I would take it back in a second if I could. And then he concludes with saying, I know I was the cause of the worst moment of your life, but if it's any consolation,
it was
the worst moment in my life too. And you just see the expression, the relief on Miguel. He literally, again, show like if you had just said that so long ago, that's all I needed to hear. But of course, they also needed to get to that place.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. And then Johnny comes up, are you over your shit? because when the baby comes, the baby, and then the needle dropping. Oh my God, they're gonna fight again. And then just Robbie, that's awesome. And they hug, and it's like, yes, great. You did it. See,
imagine they start beating the crap out of each other. The baby.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been a step too far, but they really got over so much crap in season 5. Many say that a lot of stuff is repeated in season 5. I completely disagree. I think it's the other way around. I think season 4 is the only one where I felt they overstepped a few boundaries where I was really like, okay, now you are seriously starting to test my patience a little bit. It's not bad at all. Yeah. But that I wanted to see in season 4, I got in season 5.
For sure.
So awesome. In so many areas. So
For sure.
Yeah. Hate his baggage. Kill it.
This is the best character in the show.
I couldn't help myself. But again, But again, if you zoom in, you can see the background. It says "Strike First, Strike Hard, No Mercy," and you have some of the worst things that I feel he's done. You have the faded image of them, grabbing Hawk's face. Take a look. Who would ever kiss this shit? And all of that. And on the right side, you have him holding down Hawk and it's actually, you can see the knife, but that's of course Robbie holding it there. And then you have the faded images of the two Kylers behind the Kyler in front. Like, he looks like, I regret what I've done. Like, that's what I wanted to convey with this one. And at the very moment, dude, that Hawk said in season 5, Kyler's too stupid to ever learn his lesson. That's when I knew he's going to learn his lesson now. The big three, every time the big three says something through dialogue that's not going to happen, it always happens.
Yeah.
It's always like Sam saying to Miguel, if only my dad and your sensei could sit down and talk, we might get somewhere. And then Miguel says, yeah, I don't see that happening. And then you have that ending in season 3. I've been waiting for this moment. And the drums in, and they're all together. Every time they say it's not going to happen, guys, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's always the direct opposite. So again, with Kyler, them stressing, he's too stupid to ever learn his lesson. He's still going on with the same bully act as ever. I knew he's going to turn. He's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of shit. And again, I made this like 6 months ago. That's long before we got that announcement trailer where you actually see Kyler laughing with them, right?
With the guys.
I knew it was going to happen. So
that's great. You called
it. But again, dude, Kyler, like, he's done some truly horrible things. And again, in season 3 and the LaRusso home, he is like beating Miguel, right? He knows that Miguel has just come out of his like wheelchair. There's blood all over, and he's just beating him in slow motion, and they're going to forgive each other. You better do that through some very clever dialogue and some discussions before they mend their ways.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, oh, we're all friends now. That doesn't work, guys.
Nah, I think they will.
They're gonna address it. They're gonna say, listen, there is way bigger things happening than all of us, and the adults needs to be there to tell. I don't care what anybody did. This shit is done, and they can sort of hate each other for a while or say, I'm fighting with you, but that doesn't mean I have to like you. But clearly, in that little clip we see in the date announcement trailer, they're gonna figure it out.
So, for sure.
So I kind of actually nailed it also with this one, I think, in certain ways.
Definitely. And then Hector, there's no enemy like the past.
There's no enemy like the past. Again, I'm going to say it exactly. I'm not going to lie. I stole that tagline directly from Creed 3. I could not help in the TV spot. It's not on a poster. It's not on a poster. It was in a TV spot. There's no enemy like the past. I thought, damn, that's awesome. And is he going to be there? I think he will. Some say there's no room for him, and all I can say is, do you know what they're going for in season 6? Why do you say there's? And again, now we know there's 3 parts, 15 episodes, probably even longer ending episodes as well. I don't feel like you can bring a more scary force back than Hector tracking down the Diaz family. I don't know if he's going to be a badass martial artist, and we just didn't hear about it. Honestly, in a way, I don't think he will be. I think he is the gun kind of type, but maybe he is. And honestly, if you want Johnny to fight somebody, it's not going to be Kreese and Silver. It's been beaten to death. We've seen it a billion times. They're going to do something new. Who else would you get to fight Johnny if not somebody like Hector? Because listen, Daniel kicked Silver's ass. It's done. We don't need to see Johnny do that again. And Johnny had a fight with Silver in season 4. We've seen Johnny fight Kreese. I mean, it's tiring. It was cool, but it's done. So who else will Johnny fight as a new menacing force? It's not going to be Kim Sung-young. I mean, even if he's still alive, that dude is like 130. I don't know. Like, right. So the personal bonds, couldn't that be Hector?
Yeah.
If not, who else? Have you ever thought about that? Like, who will Johnny fight? Do you think he's going to fight Silver and Kreese again? Will that be fresh? Will that be exciting after we've already seen Silver completely beaten with Daniel?
No. Well, I mean, now that you're introducing this world tournament, you're going to have other dojos, other senseis. So that.
But the big three are going to tie it together with some very personal stuff.
Yeah.
And I just can't see who else. I mean, they've been teasing, back in season. What about your dad? Does he feel great about you getting your ass kicked all up and down Reseda Boulevard? And he says,
actually, I never really knew my dad.
And you see Johnny like, I can relate, but he doesn't say that. I said, well, drop and give me 50 push-ups. Blah, blah, blah. They even hinted at it then.
Yeah, get the scrubbing.
Yeah, if the only thing we got of Hector and that them tracking him down, Miguel tracking, it feels a little bit like a waste to me. On that, guys, you can disagree, and your opinion is just as valid as mine. It's all about, we don't need to agree, all of that, but I really do think he's going to be back, and I just don't see any more personal thing than his dad tracking them down. Because and I might be way wrong on that one, but we'll find out.
Definitely. Moon and Yasmin.
Hearts on Fire.
Rocky IV.
Exactly. You're great, Drew. I love it. And if you zoom in, you can see written on Jazz's hand, I will always love his big. Yeah. And of course, Moon has the little tattoo with the blue mohawk again. And there is something here that I absolutely know you haven't spotted, because you really need to look for it. Piper's there too.
Wait, where did you say Piper is?
Piper's in the heart. Very, very vaguely so, but she's there. It's, of course, if you can't zoom in on them now, you can't see it. She's there.
I can see. Yeah.
And the reason she's there is that she did have a thing with Moon, right? In season 2, maybe she's not over her. I don't know. And I kind of felt like she needed to be there also. So yeah, just the last moment I said, drop her in there.
Love that.
As a hidden thing.
Oh, that's great. Great. And then Kim Da-eun. Oh, nice. And you got young Kim Da-eun and Kim Sung-young.
It's all about legacy. And you can see the dragons there, sort of like wrapping themselves around the Cobra Kai logo, rising from above the ground. The white stripe I didn't put in until after it was revealed officially that we saw Kim Sung-young increase in geese with a white stripe, and I knew I need to change that at the very least. So that wasn't there for the 5 months I've had that one on my poster, and that actually is the face of, I think his name is C. Lee or something, that's playing Kim Sung-young. Yeah, that's his faded face, and then I put in a very reddish, like dragon eyeball, just to make him look menacing.
Oh, dope.
So and it's not coincidental that he's shown with his back turned in the bottom there. I want to keep him in the shadows. I want to keep him mysterious, and I do that in the final poster as well. So yeah, I mean, do you think he's alive, or do you think it is only in flashbacks? Couldn't he be like this old as hell, Mortal Kombat thing, sitting on his throne, just overseeing the tournament?
He could, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
So no, I don't think so. I think there's gonna be a lot of history with him through flashbacks, I think. Otherwise, I don't think they would have casted somebody to literally play him. You don't see his face up close in the flashbacks in season 5. It was just some, So.
Yeah, for sure. MC19, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Love your content. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You deserve every penny, Drew.
Oh man, thank you. That means a lot. All right, we got 20 more. Let's go through them. We got this.
We've got 21 more.
21 more.
Didn't you just skip number 20?
Did I skip number 20?
No, you didn't.
No, that was 19.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, did I forget one? Oh wait.
I really don't think I messed up. You just jumped from number 19 to 21. I am so damn sure that I made number 20.
10.
Oh my God, I haven't messed up. I checked this 30 million times.
10. Wait,
Hold on, I need to check this, dude.
No, it might have been me. It might have been on my end.
But I also have it, so I can tell you which one is poster number 20, and it's Moon and Jazz. Did you? Oh, that's number 20, and it even says that says number 20. So maybe there's just a little difference in order on your side. We have gotten them all. But Moon and Jazz was number 20.
17. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a little out of order here. It's a little out of order, but we got all
that. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I was just afraid that I had messed up.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
So
all right, and we got
number 21. What do you think about this one?
Oh, dude. I mean, this is the freaking legend.
No more brumation. Protect the king. That's why he has the cobras behind him, and that's why he's basically in a nest of cobras wrapping around him.
Dude, he's
He's so awesome.
He's so awesome. He's so.
And can you see something in the blade? I know you can't zoom in right now.
Yeah.
It's silver. So, and again, you see in his gi, you can see again this sort of Chinese structure. They're so going places in this new season. Yeah. Let's move on, dude. We probably also will sort of talk a little bit, and I don't know if you want to take some questions afterwards. So, whatever.
Yeah. Let's. Okay, we got Big Red and Little Red.
No matter what, they're linked for life.
So nice, so awesome.
And you can see the crane doing the crane behind Little Red up on the roof. And there is a cobra, of course, on the other side in the darkness. Now I know they're going to be on the same side. We've already seen that through images, but it still fits, right? I didn't know for the longest time. I didn't notice, Drew, that Little Red was in Miyagi-Do and Big Red was always a Cobra Kai. I never made that connection, dude. They're brothers on. Isn't that kind of weird?
They used to be in the same dojo, but then Little Red.
Oh, right, but then Little Red, he left for Miyagi-Do, right?
So
and guys, the logo I made with the cobra wrapping around the bonsai tree, that is also my own design. I actually made that and put it on a poster like 4 years ago. And I felt that deserves another. It fit perfectly with this one. So
that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Lyle and Tom Cole.
This is number what? I just need to check. Okay, it's
it might be a little out of order.
No, I don't care. I don't care. That's totally fine.
I got all them.
That's great.
Yes. Pawn shop, open late, Boba's too. They're all
preparing for the ultimate Wasasa. Oh, and if you zoom in on the Isekai Taikai, it says rare 1980 issue.
Nice.
Which tracks because the Isekai Taikai flashback from them training in season 5 was in 1980. Which is actually kind of funny to me because that's only 4 years before the first Karate Kid, and the dude playing young Kreese, like, he looks nothing like Mark Code.
I know.
And I don't care. It's kind of like are you a fan of X-Men?
Nah, I never.
No, okay, fair enough. But they hired James McAvoy and I can't remember his name right now to play the younger counterparts of Xavier and the Magneto. They also don't look nothing alike, but they're equally as great. And as do I feel with Silver and Kreese, they're great. The ones they hired to play their younger counterparts. So
for sure.
Yeah, and if you zoom in on the cufflinks on Cole's, it's Cobra Kai cufflinks.
Nice, makes sense. Not siding with LaRusso.
Yeah. Okay, we can move on. Isn't this cute?
I love this.
There's more than one reason to celebrate.
Which is the women of the Miyagi-Do, Cobra Kai.
It has many meanings because we're celebrating 40 years of the Miyagi-verse, and of course we're also celebrating a little baby coming and probably also a wedding. And you probably haven't spotted this, Drew.
The ring on season.
Oh, God, you have spotted it. It's the ring from the Goon, because
that's brilliant.
She's wearing, that's just an engagement ring. And then you can see, I've only done this on a few of them, but if you see the Cobra Kai logo, Dawn of the Sky Tiger, you see wedding rings sitting on the letter 6 there.
Nice.
Brilliant. But the ring that it's such a Johnny thing. The ring that he gave her, it's literally just cut off a finger of the Goon he was fighting. You can see that in the background in the end scene. She's wearing that ring. So I thought it was funny as hell. And of course, if you zoom in, you can see the Cobra Kai Bonsai logo on Amanda's pants.
Nice.
Honestly, I couldn't find anything to do with the lovely Rose. Rosa.
She was great. Right? Yeah. Rosa.
So,
she was great. She was great.
It's her bridesmaids, dude. I didn't know. No, maybe it's not, but I don't know what you call it over there, but maids of honor.
Maid of honor, yeah.
For a short while, I actually thought about putting in Lynn, having her peek through the curtain, but I felt no, she deserves her own complete own poster.
That's one of my favorites. That one.
Spoiler. So yeah, I love this one as well. I'm not gonna lie. There are some of these I would rate definitely a 10. I'm not gonna throw myself under the bus, and there are others that I felt like I could have done better with, but I left this one too. The dwarfen monk is no longer scared. Get ready for the end game. And if you see in the background, you see the chessboard.
Nice.
And the two figures over his one shoulder is the exact same figure that he is holding when he is talking about you know, the silver-haired king.
Mm.
And to the right side, it's Kreese. The figures he's using to symbolize Kreese and silver with his Dungeons and Dragons figures is the exact same ones.
Wow.
I created and put
details.
in on the chessboard. And then of course you have the cobra on one statue and you have the eagle on the other. And then of course he's holding his own figure with the burning lotus logo because he went all Daniel at the end there. Like he was, again, when they say something is going to happen, it always does. Like Daniel says to Chosen, yeah, you're right. This guy's bought and paid for. He's not going to help us.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up helping them. And he says to the kids, I wanted to be a badass like you, Hawk, all of you guys. He's so great in that scene. That is when I fell in love with Stingray. Seriously, I think, wow, he's really good in this scene. He's such a great actor and he's having an amazing year. He's going to play a biography. I can't remember his name. He's so great. And did you know that when he sticks his head out of the van, he says, Mr. LaRusso, come with me if you want to live. Do you know where that's from?
Come with me if you want to live. That's I'm blanking out. Terminator, right? Terminator.
Schwarzenegger says that too.
Yeah. Come with me if you want to live.
It's so great. We had the biggest bench party, Drew, at our karate school, and we were like 30 to 35 people eating pizza. We had a beer cake there, and we saw the entire season on 150-inch screen with projector, and we saw it in the school. When he said that line, we were bursting out laughing. It was such. Oh my God, I love this. I love season 5. Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
It's so good.
They will forever be with them in heart and spirit. And of course, it's pretty self-explanatory. The bonsai and the eagle. Don't you think they're going to have a new kind of logo that represents both the eagle and bonsai? Honestly,
I think that would be dope. I think they should.
Would you like for Johnny to just be completely Miyagi-Do?
No,
right? No, you need to respect the style that. Some kids need a little aggression, right? Even Daniel got that at the end, and his stuff. You can't convert it to Miyagi-Do. And Daniel is not all Miyagi-Do either. It's also a big theme of season 4. The kids needs to find their own way. It was a major story point for Sam. Like use both styles, right? When these two idiots whom we love, Daniel and Johnny, got over their crap and they came together at the end. And Sam says, "What should I use, Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang?" Use both. Use the best of what you've learned of me and from Sensei Lawrence, right? So, by the way, I love the way they're constantly, turning, what do you call, flipping the script. Like you think that, okay, Miguel is going to have his crane kick moment with the tornado kick, and then he breaks his back again, right?
Yeah.
It's never quite going the way you think, and I love that. So
it's brilliant writing. Brilliant writing.
Again, in the video, these are also, of course, given credit, and as must they with the poster.
Definitely. Love that. And then we got the women here. Shannon, Jessica, Allie, and we got Komiko.
Yep. Flames from the past might be united at last. That rhymes. And of course, you can see Johnny and Daniel in the top and bottom vaguely. Nice. So nothing more to that, but I think it's kind of heartwarming.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
So, yeah.
The Alpha Elite from Next Karate Kid.
Yep. I had to do it. The Elite was shattered long ago, but did the Alpha live on? Absolutely, because that is just the phrase from Michael Ironside. And again, in the Next Karate Kid, it's not the acting that's the problem. It's great acting, and Michael Ironside is one unhinged, crazy SOB. Like he's even more unhinged than like Kreese ever was.
Yeah.
He can compete with Silver at the end of season 5. And if you see in the shattered glasses there, you see the car exploding in one of the glass pieces. That's Eric's car, the love interest for Hilary Swank. It is his car exploding. You see the barrel on fire because that's where they have their end fight. The background is the docks because that's where the end scene of the Next Karate Kid takes place, them fighting. And you have the other alphas seen in the other glass pieces. But the 3 prominent ones are Ned and I can't remember his name but they were pretty prominent. And the guy to the I don't know if it's to the left, not Ned, the other guy. He's a pretty big actor today, too.
Yeah,
he's been in a couple of. I haven't seen the show, but I know he's pretty big. So yeah, they needed to be there, dude. They needed to be there.
Yeah, Ned, Colonel Dugan, and
Colonel Dugan. This is so irritating because I forget his name. Ned, Colonel Dugan, and he says, he will fight him, but I can't remember his name. Irritating. Oh, whatever.
I'm sure someone in the chat will know.
Yeah. And this is Eric, grown-up Eric, whose ambition was to be a fighter pilot. He is a fighter pilot and a martial artist. He's an alpha of honor. And as those who have seen the next Karate Kid will probably remember, that he joined the Alpha Elite for a short while simply because Dugan said he could help him get into the academy, and his biggest dream was to fly an F-15 or 18, whatever the hell it was, right?
Yeah.
And you can actually see he's in Japan on the other side there with the red dot. I feel like he's doing both things. So Drew, he is a fighter pilot and a martial artist. So could one say that he is a fighter pilot?
That is true. That was good. That was good.
Listen, I kind of felt like they needed the representation. Do I think they will actually? Julie will be there. Do I think these guys will? I have no idea, and I don't know if there's any room for them. But with a global tournament, there's room for a lot of stuff, but only if it fits. Isn't it insane, Drew, that they've finished shooting? We're talking about this stuff, speculating who will be there, who will not. We have no idea. But as Hayden said, or was it John that said, if you thought the others in terms of cameos and people coming back was something, then this season will be Thanksgiving. Like there's going to be so many returning. And they have my full confidence. I don't doubt that it's going to be there for a reason if they come back. But
same here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There she is.
It's my favorite one, Homeless Lynn.
Yeah, I knew. I'm going to check something here. I knew you said to me that, oh my God, I so hope there was a Homeless Lynn. And of course, there was.
Yeah.
You have the fries and the burger. You have the donut with the eagle fang glazing on, icing.
Can you actually scan that link? Does that actually go to anything?
Yes, but not now because I haven't made the video public. But guys,
go to the video. Oh, this is so smart.
Yes. So if you don't read the bottom info and some just find it hilarious to try and scan that, it will take you to my celebration video.
Oh,
there might, I used a free QR coding program, and that might take you to there first. And then there is a big dot that says skip advertising. Just press that and we'll take you to the video. But if people want to read the bottom info, it also explains that you can just go on YouTube, type in my name, and then Cobra Kai, The End of a Legacy. So
that's so dope.
Check the tagline. Anniversaries, gifts, or the munchies. I think it's funny.
All that. Okay, and then we got our last badge.
Yep.
We have the All Valley Committee. Excuse me. Oh, and we have Counselor Blatt in there. Nice.
Yep. This is bigger than the All Valley and a badass name for a tournament. I could not help myself. So of course, the Zakai Tai guy. I don't know if they're going to be there. If you zoom in, you can see a bonsai in her necklace. What is her name? The one holding the flag? I can't remember.
Cara Ann Marie is the actress. She plays Sue.
Yes. And of course, if you zoom in on the flag, it says the best around. You have both the flower and the eagle.
Yeah.
And it says Go Team Law Russo. Lawrence and LaRusso, right? Yeah, that's not going to be the name of their dojo, but it was fun for this one. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
All right. Let's move on.
Tara Vidal.
See, this should have been before because Lynn was 30 and this is 31. I don't care, just as long as we get them all.
Yeah, we're gonna get them all. We're gonna get them all.
I could not help it. Of course, Daryl Vidal needed his shine. The Locust can still take the heat. Do I think he's going to be in there? I don't know, but he needed his poster as well. And it is the official Locust symbol that I recreated. It is the one you see on his gi in Karate Kid 1. And I gave it a little bit of texture and such. So, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
It's pretty awesome. And you can see. Can you go back?
Sorry. Yeah.
No, that's totally fine. You can actually see young Vidal in the eyes of the Locust as well. The big Locust.
Oh, smart. Oh, that's so cool. That's
all right.
He kicks ass for the Lord.
I could not help myself. And again, you can zoom in and see his face clearly when the time comes for that. And the reason that I made, because people are saying, haven't we already seen him? Yes, but that was with the other OG Cobras. And the reason I felt I have to make one solo for Bobby, emphasizing his pastor role also, because there is a final poster coming. And no matter how I try to arrange these characters, I could not fit him in. You will see there's a balance to the final poster as well in the way that I have planted them all. And there is a certain character, I'm going to reveal that Sean is in the main poster next to his kid brother. And if there was anybody I had to take out, it would have been Sean. And I felt I can't do that. He needs to be there. And also the top heavy dogs are in the top, and I couldn't fit him in there because there's equal amounts of carry. We'll get to that. That's why I made this one for him. So Bobby Boy got his own complete solo poster because I couldn't fit him in the final poster.
Love it. Love it. And we got the fist.
There's only one thing next. Revenge. Which is actually a line spoken by Shredder in Ninja Turtles 2, the live action movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see them back, but I still think this is a dope poster.
Dude, I've seen it behind the scenes shots. I cannot remember who it was from. Was it Jacob or Sholo? Somebody posted an image saying where they're in a hall. I honestly think that's from the Sekai Taika, and I shit you not. The guy in the back to the right, he was seen in that photo. I'm not bullshitting you. I've seen him in a photo behind the scenes from season 6. I saw his face. I promise you. I wouldn't say it if I was like in doubt. He's there. I've seen a photo of the guy in the back on set of Cobra Kai season 6. I didn't see him in a gi. It was that actor. So unless he's suddenly just being a stuntman, I don't know. I think they're going to be shown in some capacity. I don't know if they're going to be fully back. What do you think about the cut off finger?
Oh, great detail. That was great.
Yeah, and it is that finger he cut off that he is missing
so
now.
Brilliant. Oh, that's
and
so
of course,
brilliant.
we know where the ring went. It went on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That was brilliant.
And then
oh
you
my
have
god, Freddy Fernandez.
good old Freddy Fernandez. It's a party.
This one, it took me a second
Cheers.
actually to
recognize who he was.
Recognize who he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it was pretty quick, but it took me like it was like
He is
1
not
second.
easy, dude, to find any images of. I
Yeah.
need to sort of upscale that and polish it in the best way I could. That is his face is something he took for an upcoming interview I believe he had with Peter. I think
nice.
I took that image from Facebook and I tried to polish it up. And again, if you scan that code, it takes you to the video. It's just a fun little, you don't need to, you can just search for it manually, but it's there if you want to. And of course, he's drinking a Coors Banquet. You see the fireworks. It says kick-ass explosions. And then you have the eagle and the bonsai. And you can even zoom in on his number plate, the car. It says Fernandez Meat Company.
Smart.
Because
Great
he had
detail.
that. And you can even see the ice hockey table in the doorway of the arcade.
Dude.
And you see the fireworks and the 40th anniversary going off in the background. There's even a Cobra up on the Golf and Stuff Family Fun Center sign.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Great detail.
Then we have
Dennis.
For old time's sake, question mark. And we have, of course, the images. Why would he have Polaroids on his mirror? I don't know, but I thought it was fun. And you actually do see Dennis there. And you see him with Silver, and you see him with Kreese.
Yeah.
And he is calling somebody, Drew.
He's calling Snake. The one to be bad with.
The one to be bad with. And I made sure to do this vaguely because just because he's calling Dennis, doesn't mean that Dennis is picking up. But there is the possibility. Like, I think the guy who played Snake, he's basically gone off the grid.
John Avildsen's son.
Yeah, he's gone off the grid. But the guy who plays Snake,
William Christopher Ford.
Yes, he's still around. So maybe he's going to be, and he's calling his good old friend. And in the phone number, dude, because
I see it.
I
see we got June 22nd, 84, 40th anniversary.
I love you, Drew. Thank you for spotting that.
Yep.
And of course,
got you.
The 40 seconds gone on since he called up is just 40 for 40 years, right? But
Brilliant.
that doesn't mean anybody's going to pick up in the other end. And for old time's sake, if I hadn't put in the question mark, that's like for certain. Yeah, they're going to be back. I don't know. And I don't think so. But there is the possibility. And that's what I wanted to convey with this one.
Yeah. All that.
I love this one. I love
one of my
this
favorites.
one.
Yeah.
The past, the present, everything collides.
Terry looks really good here.
Yeah, which is exactly what is also set in the
what image is that?
Celebration video.
Where did you get
that? Is an image from the All Valley in season 4.
Okay.
And then I sort of like made him look like a Sith Lord.
His eyes look
very deliberately so. I made his eyes darker. Gave him a yellow tint in his eyes instead. Like he looks like a different beast here, even with the gi and the, what do you call this in the neck? all up here to his neck. What is that called? You're on your jacket, and you can flip it up. What is that called on your jacket? You don't know it? Okay, the thing that is very much curled up around his neck, very high up. He looks like a Sith Lord, right?
Okay.
And that's just what I wanted him to look like something else. It's not going to be just the Kreese from season 5. He's going to be pissed, Drew. And I think he's going to be something entirely else. And I think he's going to be darker than ever. And if you zoom in on the poster.
Oh, the collar?
Yeah, the collar. Yes.
Collar.
Why couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Talking to boys. Thank you. Yes, true. Yes, the collar. You got to excuse me. I'm from Denmark. I can't forget something like that.
I should know that too.
But if you zoom in on the poster, it's very actually tragic, because if you zoom in, you can see I made Kreese's eye kind of red, and you can see a tear falling from his eye. If you zoom in on Kreese, it's tragic, Drew. This was his one friend, and he completely betrayed him in the end. And you can still get where Silver's come. This is a tragic poster.
Sad,
these guys, he was betrayed. They're probably going to fight each other. And then, of course, I took the opportunity to put in the young and older counterparts on the top, because it just fits with the past and the present. Yeah. And again, you have the Chinese feel behind them with the structures and such.
Yeah. Love it.
I love this one too. No honor, no mercy. It all leads back to him. And that is the actor playing Kim Sung-young in the show. And I just made his eye dragon red. Wow. I want this to look so menacing.
It does. That was great.
And also it fits with the dragon, because even like the actress playing Kim Da-yoon, she said, in this year of the dragon, be prepared. She said that in tweet, because there's going to be so much emphasis on that. It's no longer the Cobra, just the Cobra. This is something else. And the spirit of the dragon and where they're going is going to be, there's going to be something to this. So, and if you zoom in, you can see the Cobra below hissing at him.
Yep.
And if you zoom way in, you can see the crane bird being fried by lightning. And on the right side, they're on fire. And you can see both the eagle on opposite sides being on fire, struck by lightning. This is a dark poster, and it's meant to be. So,
brilliant.
Yeah. And he might not be there in season 6 like that, but he's definitely going to be seen in flashbacks. Yeah. But I think you're right. I think he's dead too.
No, it's cool. That's cool.
Oh my God. We only got
2 more.
Yeah, we got 2 more, because you just jumped from 37 to 39. That's fine.
Yeah.
The valley is too small for what's coming. And then you just have what I would like to call the 4 consequences standing next to one another, just like when Mike Barnes says, Silver never faces any consequence. Well, I see 4 consequences right here. Right?
Wait, whoa. Say that again. Say that again.
What, you can't say Mike Barnes says?
Say it again in that voice.
Silver never faces any consequences. Well, I see 4 consequences right here. I say we go over there. I say we go over there and beach that pony-ass bitch tail tonight.
You're bad boy. You're really good Mike Barnes voice.
William Sapka saying, the bad boy's right, man. Right? And, are you serious? We are drunk as hell. And judging from Barnes's eyes, he's on something a whole lot stronger. Like even the big 3, like they even make it quite plausible, if that's the right word to use.
Barnes impression.
No, that's nuts.
Can you do a young Mike Barnes impression? In order for me to get my best, I'm gonna need 50%. Like something like that.
How would he talk? He would say, "You remember on the phone you said to me, if I come down here and I beat this LaRusso kid in the All Valley tournament, you said you give me 50%, it's 25% ownership in your new dojos. Well, I've given this a lot of thought. No, that's not good. For me to do my absolute best, which is what I want to do for you, I'm afraid I'm going to need 50%. Ooh, 50%. I don't know if I can afford more than 35.
Dude, you have the whole movie memorized.
And he says, I understand. It's nice meeting everybody. Hey, you fight as hard as you negotiate? Harder. You got your 50%. And I get that in writing by noon today.
What the hell, dude? Oh my goodness.
Dude, I've watched those movies so many times.
That's bizarre. That's so crazy.
Definitely to the point of embarrassment right now.
That's so oh my God, that's so awesome, dude. That's so cool.
Oh my God.
All right, this is the final one.
Yep.
This
is
amazing.
It is stuffed
It's stuff.
Again,
but
you
it's
had
really cool.
I could not help myself. The on the
It's
top
stuffed,
from the
but it's like
you
honestly,
can't see a balance to it, right?
I gotta be honest, bro. The
Yeah.
season 5 poster,
I
was
know
it?
you weren't keen on that one,
How'd you
and
know?
I was.
Oh, you heard me. Oh, you heard me say
Dude,
that.
I'm following you, dude.
Dude,
It's not
no,
BSing.
I wasn't.
I've
Yeah,
seen your stuff.
no, thank you. Man.
I didn't think that looked, honestly,
It was just.
it
th-
looked kind of weird.
There was no. You know why? You know why?
Yeah,
There was no story. That
agreed.
poster had no story. It was just.
And then again, you had a smiling, superficial Silver, and then you had the like the Cobra in the background, like he was putting his seats on the entire. I don't know.
Yeah. There was that. There was that.
Yeah.
There could have been a little like I do get what you're saying, and I like that idea. He was like the biggest one. It's his. There could have been like the season 4 poster. I think was the best poster.
I agree. I
To
100%
date.
agree. The season 4 poster was the best, and following up that is season 3. And I've
I
learned
thought
through,
season 3 was all right.
yeah, yeah. All right, right.
I thought season 3 was all right.
Honestly, yes, I 1000% agree. Season 4 is the best poster. Listen, the poster art by Let's Be Water knocks the crap out of most of that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I even think a bunch of the stuff I've made here.
I think
can
this
rival-
poster is better than the season 5 poster.
I'm glad to hear that, but this isn't even by far my favorite one because I don't like so many characters usually. But this is the Avengers Endgame poster. I knew I wanted to make that one,
it's dope.
right? So I couldn't help but write in the top from the badass
unpopular opinion for everybody. If you guys are fans of the season, I think it's all right. It's just
Yeah. I couldn't help myself, Drew. On the top from the badass minds of, and then you have John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, and Josh Shield. And there you can see Sean next to his kid brother there. That's where I said, do I need to put Bobby there instead? You can see it wouldn't fit.
No.
You have the black sensei geese.
It wouldn't have been right. Sean
right.
Was a better choice.
And I also couldn't put Bobby above Johnny. Johnny needed to be in front. Nobody should. He is definitely the center. It just felt unbalanced no matter what I did. That's why I made the solo one extra for Bobby, our good pastor. So yeah. And if you zoom in, you can see, of course, Silver on one side, Kreese on the other. And then you have a very menacing, even overshadowing Silver. And he's a tall dude. I like the guy playing Kim Sung-young in the series. I know he's a short. I think he's like 1 meter and 60 centimeters. I looked that up. So that's not at all what it's going to be like. But I wanted this poster to look like the Thanos. Like we've tweeted about this in the past. Kreese is Darth Vader. Silver is the Emperor. And then you have Kim Sung-young. And he's basically Darth Plagueis. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to convey here. He is the biggest badass. And you don't see him full on. You see him with his back turned with it's his daughter. No, it's his niece, right?
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Sorry, granddaughter. I knew that. And if you zoom way in, Drew, not now, but guys, when I put him up, you can zoom in and you can see the face of Kim Sung-young glaring over at Kreese in the dragon logo symbol in the bottom. You can see his eyes. You can see Kim Sung-young's face looking at Kreese because I do not think that Kreese is going to be fighting for Kim Sung-young's cause or legacy. Silver might in some way. And I even think that Kim Da-yoon might end up being a little bit conflicted about the way I don't know. It's just a theory. Yeah. But I think Kreese in the end is of course not wanting Silver to win any kind of tournament. And I think he wants to destroy the legacy of Kim Sung-young and not help build it up. And I think he's going to come back to his roots before he turned on his no mercy ways. I think he's going to remember he was once in love and remember the good person he once was before anybody knocked him down in the diner and made him join the army, all of that. He's going to find, there is hope there. I don't think he's going to be full on great, but he's going to have some sort of little redemption. But Silver, forget about it. He is evil. He is. We love him, but you need to have some baddies, dude. Don't. And Silver already had his redemption arc, and Kreese opened up Pandora's box there. He should have never done that. Silver is going to be full on evil more than ever. He's going to be pissed. He's going to be vengeful. Kreese is going to have his own agenda, but he's not going to be fighting on the same side. No way. Yeah. And if you scroll in, you can see Anthony holding the scroll in. You can see Anthony holding the scroll. Funny. Yeah. And you can see Daniel, of course, with his arm around Julie. And right behind Julie, you can see the shadowy image of Miyagi and Sato behind Chosen. And if you zoom in also on the bottom, you can see 2 swords, because we saw in that one video, you see Silver, there's lots of surprises in season 6, right? And he pulls out the sword. I don't think he's going to be fighting with the sword, but there is something to that. And then on Kreese's side, you have the Cobra snake wrapped around, but on Silver's side, you have a 2-headed Cobra snake, because that is a sign. It's one snake with 2 heads. That is a sign of a snake that is deceitful, truly deceitful. And that is basically symbolizing.
Man.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think we got through them all.
Bro.
Dude, I'm just looking at my phone for 2 seconds. Oh my God. This was a long one. Yeah. Oh, dude, we got through them all.
Wow, man. I'm impressed. I'm like really just, the video you shared brought me to tears. The posters are amazing. I really, can't wait for you to post these individually so everyone can go see it. And obviously when you do post it, I'll be resharing it. I want to thank
you. You've already done enough, man.
Oh, dude,
you don't need to do anything more.
Oh, no. When I'll hit the repost thingy on the Twitter.
I appreciate it.
The Twitter thingy.
Twitter thingy.
Twitter thingy.
I'm gonna see if X will allow me to upload them and not crop them. Chop them up. X has some rules about that. Is what I'm afraid of. And in the video, I say head over to X to see the posters. You might be redirected. You should still go to my profile, and then if it's redirected, the posters on some Facebook forum, I will put the link on my X, and then you can go onto there. I'll figure that out, guys. But I'm gonna first make the video public so you can see it full on right after the stream. Yeah.
Go into the description below, because Christian's channel is linked right in the description, so you can check that out. Christian, dude, thank you.
Thank you. Truly, thank you. And guys, you don't need to subscribe to my channel. That's not what this is about. But I would appreciate if you would like this video. Just like the video and share it if you feel it's worth it. This is the time to celebrate everything.
And then send it to the internet.
Send it to the internet. Exactly. I cannot
like Mike Barnes.
Drew, have we seriously been on for like almost 3 hours?
We've been on for 3 hours, and I gotta go to sleep soon because I'm getting up early. But this was, and I know it's like, what is it? 4? Is it 4 a.m. for you, bro?
It's
5 a.m. Dude, okay.
Thankfully, I'm on, as I said in the beginning, on vacation. Dude, I'm so hyped right now. How the hell am I supposed to be? I think I'm gonna go for a run. No, I'm definitely gonna go to sleep.
Get some sleep, man. Get some sleep. You deserve it, bro.
So,
you know what? Yeah. It'd be nice though, if you put the video in public, get some sleep, then you'll wake up and see like some new faces.
There's gonna be like 3 views.
Oh, shush.
No, I really hope people will check it out.
Okay, you know what? If you're not gonna say that, go watch, everybody. Go watch Christian's video. Go support. Boom. And subscribe if you want. Subscribe if you want. I'll just say that.
I think I'm gonna make a fan edit, because the snake never sleeps, Drew. It's just in Brumation. I've been in Brumation for 1.5 years. Yeah. When trailers drop, I'm gonna make some fan edits. I know I can't help myself.
Yes, sir.
So
dude,
keep a lookout.
Yeah, man.
I apologize that I couldn't see comments, guys. I really haven't full screen. I had a
if guys, if you have any questions for Christian, you could comment them on his video, or you could comment them down below here, and then like Christian, you could just check those out.
Sure.
But any last thing you want to say to the fans before we sign off?
This is the year for all of us, and it is most definitely the year for the OG characters. I have no doubt season 6 is going to be a tearjerker. It's going to be a season of reflection, and it's also going to be oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this. It's for everyone. It's for the fans. It's for all of you watching. We are all in this together. I am so damn hyped for season 6, which is exactly why I felt like the 40th anniversary was the time to make something special. And to everybody who kept watching, thank you so much. Thank you, Drew, seriously, for having me on. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am, and that you want it, and that you can make it happen so fast on your end. And just finally, Drew, I've watched you for like 5 years now. As I said before we went live, I've eaten my breakfast and drunk my coffee sometimes, Drew, before I went off to any kind of work. You have grown so much, not just the channel and you basically as a kid into the young adult man you really are now, but you, the way you conduct interviews, seeing that over the years, like it's not easy. And that is something that you have definitely mastered, and people respond to you. Clearly the cast, everybody loves you and come back for a reason. And you have I'm so proud of you, Drew, seriously. And I know you're also wanting to do something of filmmaking yourself. That is, I wish you all the best. I have no doubt that you're going to succeed. And thank you so much for all of your work. And thank you so much for having me, man. Seriously. So
that was
truly.
Very sweet of you. Thank you. That truly means a lot. It was.
Oh, I also forgot to mention the video. Sorry. I know I'm backtracking. The videos you make about friendship and the videos you make about, heartbreak and how to conquer bullying and all that, because I know you've had your share when you talk openly about the stuff that elevates you, man. You have all your great fun streams. They're amazing, but you really, really are a great, figure for these youngsters who no doubts are following you. It's so important. So really, that's awesome. That's what I forgot to tell you. So you're awesome, man.
Oh, Christian. Oh man. Thank you.
I'm done now. I'm done.
Dude, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, look, life's about having fun, but there's also life is real. And
life is real, and it is
everything. We got to talk about it.
It is everything we talk about, and
it means a lot, man.
And they talk in Cobra Kai, all of that, all these messages, all the badassness. They have all these. Yeah, it's so awesome. Yeah, so it's got it all.
Dude, you're the best. It was so nice meeting you for the first time. We've been talking over messages, but now here we are officially meeting, talking for 3 hours. It was great. It was.
I cannot believe we went on for 3 hours. I cannot believe that you let me go on for 3 hours.
Dude, you had some great content that needed to be shared, and I'm honored that you wanted to share it on my platform. And
dude, it's the other way around. I'm honored that you let me share it. Like this is just great.
We're both honored.
Let's leave it at that. We're
both honored.
I'm so grateful.
Of course, man. And I can't wait for whatever other fan projects you do again, and we'll
listen. We can stay in touch now, and listen. If you would want, I would love to be back discussing the seasons as they come out. If that ever is a possibility. I know you have a billion people to have on, but dude, I would love to jump on.
Dude, yeah. No, of course we're gonna make that happen. We'll just talk Cobra Kai, just nerd out, and just
I'm so there.
Recite the Karate Kid 3 lines.
Yep, we can start from the let's go Karate Kid 1 through.
Go through those.
I don't know all the lines to Karate Kid, the next Karate Kid, though.
You don't know all the lines to the next Karate Kid? Are you kidding me? You don't.
I know, Drew. It's a shocker.
At 49 minutes and 30 seconds, you don't know what Julie says?
No.
I'm pretty sure she says hello to Mr. Miyagi.
She actually says hi. She walks off. She's such a brat.
She says
in
hi.
that movie,
she says hi.
right? That's what she just says hi, right?
She says hi, and then Miyagi says hi back. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we had 300 people here. Like the chat's actually grown. We've had.
I swear to God, I'm glad
people on Twitter like crazy.
I'm so glad you didn't tell me all through. Like 10 more people just jumped on. I would have been nervous as hell if I had known. If I had known. So for me, that's insane.
Yeah, dude, awesome.
That's insane.
Awesome.
So,
well.
incredible.
Christian, thank you to everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sure you did. I mean, it's like the comments have been so supportive. And yeah, we will see you next time. Go check out Christian's video, link in the description. Christian,
that is the last thing. That is the last thing I do before I go to sleep. I will publish it because it's already uploaded.
Yeah.
So I publish it officially.
Yeah, he's gonna put it right out. So go check it out. And I mean, you said you've seen some of the Cobra Kai Kid videos. So do you know how you know how this goes? How do you take us out?
do you want me to do it all? Do you want me to do the complete thing? We're not going to split it up?
No. Take it.
Cool. Then I just need to say, Drew.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Never dies.
Never dies, baby.
Peace.
Woo!